Thank you, Alyssa. Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye, mate. Goodbye, Mr. Norton. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Alright, I'm almost ready. Just give me a hot second. Okay. Alright, just thought I mentioned that. Yeah, 1 second. Alright, okay. Alright. So, it's Thursday. How are you folks doing? Hello, Velocity, by the way. Having a nice day, I hope. The last time I left off on Trepid Heroes, I spent like 3 hours creating them in the character creator because I made them based on characters that chat wanted to see. So yeah, that's something that I did. Yeah, I still have my own character there, which I was very happy to see that they did actually update my character. Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, also known as the game that you play when you want to play D&D, but you don't have any friends to play D&D with. Which is, yeah, it's showing the game, right? Yes, it is. Okay. I'm still at the start of the game, despite being part 5, just thought I'd mention that. I got rid of the party members that the game, like, shoved on me. Hold on, how is the volume of the game? Is it louder than me? It sounds like it's louder than me, but it seems fine in OBS, so I'm just gonna assume that it's fine. As you might have noticed, my inventory is full of crap, just like regular D&D. The party is a bunch of hoarders. Because I'm a horrible hoarder. So let me just go and sell some of my crap to the like bar real quick. Because I did not do that off stream, even though I said that I was gonna do that off stream. But then I didn't. Let me just sell everything, there we go. Sell all the crap for starters, and then I kind of trickled down, I'm like, okay, what am I not gonna be using? Coffee. Coffee. Delicious, actually. Even without any sugar. But I'm still gonna add sugar to make it better. I'm using mostly cappuccino for this. Right. So, when I last left my Intrepid Heroes, like an idiot, I unleashed a demon from a summoning circles. Which, you know, totally a smart thing to do, but, you know, it's fine. We'll take care of it later, kind of deal. Yeah, we kind of explored, like, part of the ruined town after the demon attack. That's what happened last time. There was a demon attack. Yes. That's basically where the game starts off. By the way, I thought I mentioned that the company that makes these games, Owlcat Games, is, currently doing okay. They're doing fine. They're a company that was based in Russia, and, as you know, the current events have done quite a number on a lot of companies based in Russia. And, yeah, no, they're doing quite fine, actually. They're starting to work on a game based on the Warhammer 40k lore. And, yeah, that's, yeah, they dropped the trailer on that. It does not look like Warhammer 40k very well, but you know what? It's good to hear that they're doing alright. And they're not, like, they relocated to Cyprus, basically, which is like this tiny island like south of Turkey kind of dealio. And yeah, that's kind of where they're based on now, I think. That's what I heard, at least. So yeah, that's good to know that they're doing all right. Which, you know, I thought they were just gonna be like, I thought they would have gone completely dark given the current events, but they released the DLCs and stuff for this game, so it's like it's nice to see that they're doing alright. Alright, let me just sell my crap real quick, because I am not carrying all of this in my inventory forever. Let me start off by selling stuff that's like not masterwork and not cold iron, amongst other things. I need to get into the Elden Ring DLC PvP at some point. I meant to do that yesterday, but then I was like, man, I feel terrible yesterday. So I decided not to stream yesterday. Yeah. So, there we go. I still have all the characters that I made. There's this one, there's Chenetids, there's Rizios, there's Azrael, there's Selens, and there's Xids. I could make more, actually. I can always make more. It costs money, but I can just cheat in the money. It's like, who cares? And just have, like, basically swap them in and out. Even if they're on the bench, they're still getting the full EXP, which is nice. Currently, my party is, like, almost completely all mages, which is interesting. There's me, who's not a mage, but I might as well be a mage, kind of deal. Okay, let me continue, like, what I was doing, which was sell the crap that's, like, doesn't have any, like, bonuses or anything special. I'm keeping the heavy crossbows, though. You can't even play, is it, like, can't afford it, or is it that, like, the performance on PC is just too shite? Because I was having a lot of issues with performance on PC. Got really burnt out. Okay, that's also the case for me, where I'm just like, ugh, I don't want to play this game. I finished the single player, and I'm like, I don't want to touch this. I don't want to touch it. I took a week break. For me, that's a long break. Taking a week off. Sorry, I'm cleaning my glasses. There we go. That's what I would consider. I've never actually had a javelin before. That's a throwable weapon, isn't it? Yeah, it's range. Huh. I'm gonna keep that. Let's see, that's a light hammer. Light maces, nothing fancy on them. Masterwork, I'm keeping that, and then I'll decide if I want to get rid of them or if I want to keep them later. Masterwork Falchion. I know, right? Yeah. I did, like, yeah. I did Melania in Elden Ring, and I'm just like, ugh, everything after that's gonna be easier, basically. And then I went and did, like, Radagon, the final boss, and Elden Beast, the final boss, also, because you have to do them back to back. And I'm like, ugh, that was so much easier. Like, it's so weird, because Radagon gave me a little bit of trouble, and then, like, Elden Beast was, like, the easiest thing in the world. It took me, like, 1 or 2 tries, I think. Like, I was on a Faith build, so I was having a little bit of issue, but it's like I could just use, like, that variant of Fire Infusion that scales with Faith. Then I was fine. Alright, let me see. Anything else I want to get rid of? Light Shield. It is light. Can I, like, only do... Yeah, there we go. Only do half. Part of me kind of wants to keep, like, at least one of every type of armor, if that makes any sense. I remember Hide armor actually being quite good, so I should keep that. Last thing you heard about online on PC is really going south. Basically, it's like, the activity itself, if you check Steam charts for Elden Ring on PC, the activity's fine, but, like... One of the updates introduced, like, a change to priority in PvP. So, like, let's say there's a group that has Taunter's Tongue, which is, like, the dry finger for old Dark Souls games. They gain instant, constant, 100% priority for invasions. Now, you might think to yourself, well, that sounds kind of annoying, but it gets worse! It gets worse! Yeah, if somebody has blocked you and they're using the Taunter's Tongue, then you're still trying to connect to that person constantly. But since they blocked you, you can't even get in. Which means that they straight up hijack the entire area, and you cannot invade in that area. It's terrible. So yeah, it also doesn't help that, like, people, even without that, people are having trouble finding activities. People think they changed, like, some of the matchmaking stuff. Amongst other things. Actually, hold on. Let me just go to my box. My personal chest. I love the dwarf running animation a lot. There's actually nothing in the chest. Okay. So yes, I do want to keep, like, some of this stuff, basically. Hold on. I forgot to do inventory management. Is there anything that I have that's currently better than what my characters are wearing? Start from the right. Dorxiad's here. He's a mage, so he cannot really wear armor. Not quite. Well, he's a rogue mage, basically. Cannot really wear armor. I might be able to give him a buckler at some point, but I'm still, like, not super fond of that idea either. Because it's a fucking buckler. Let me see. If I take a look at his, like, actual class. Unless I find a type of armor that's, like, meant specifically for Eldritch Rogues. Which I don't think that's gonna really happen. Yeah, no, he just straight up does not have, like, armor. That's just not a thing. Okay. You're already wearing, like, a super rare, like, Crypt Raider thing. Like a rare medium armor. The most riveting part of any gameplay. The inventory management. Is this bow better than your current bow? It's, make sure I'm comparing the correct thing. I think this is better, actually. Let me see what the damage changes into. This is a 1 to 6. This is also a 1 to 6. Okay, that's kind of weird. +10. 1 to 6 plus 10, 1 to 6. Okay, so it does not matter. It says that a composite longbow is supposed to have better damage, so I guess I'll just hold on to that for now. Do I have like some kind of debuff with this equipped because it's too big or something? No. That's just weird. Okay. It's a very small lady, yes. For Selene, so anybody else can use that bow, actually? You can. 1 to 10. Goes from 5 to 12. That's actually immensely better. That's like an amazing upgrade. Holy crap. What about you? Cannot wield it. You can wield a heavier crossbow, though. But that makes you into the heavy range. That's annoying, actually. I'm trying to, like, question myself, like, do I want this? What do I want from this? Okay, what are the debuffs of being at heavy load again? It's, like, less armor, less dexterity bonus, basically. Okay, alright. Oops, I put on my shirt backwards, 1 second. My overshirt. No, I had it on the right side. I'm not that stupid. Okay, that's just me questioning myself whilst I'm thinking about like 5 different things. Not the most entertaining part of the stream, to be sure, but it's an important one nonetheless. The inventory management. Okay, what if I just completely get rid of like armor and everything like that? You don't deal like extra damage or anything, no. From the dexterity bonus, no. Okay. Well, I might as well put this on until then. Wait, hold on. Was there even like an increase in damage? Yes, there is. Okay. There is an increase in damage. As max damage, I should say. What about the throwing javelin? This is a 1-6 and 1 to 8. 6 and 1 to 1. No, that's terrible. And then it's a 4 to 3, 1d4 to 3. Okay. Well, Enchanted, literally anything is better than throwing dart. Oh. Gonna leave you alone, Sidey, lots of customers. Well, I guess I'll just be talking to myself. Take care of yourself. Work's more important than the stream, that's for sure. Hello, Emerald Lord, how are you doing? The least interesting part, to be sure. 1d4 versus 1d2. That is better overall. Plus, Enchanted chucking like a javelin seems fitting. Hello, Rizio. Just lurking, of course, of course. Trying to think if there's like any other weapons I'd like to replace in there. Ramming your head into the final boss of VR. Why is everyone having trouble with Elden Beast? It's like the easiest thing ever to me. Everyone's just like, oh, Elden Beast's so annoying, keeps running away, and I'm just like, this was totally fine to me. I found Radagon harder, honestly. Which is why I brought in a lot of healing with me. I had this Ash of War called Prayerful Strike. Whenever you land it, it restores like 30% of your HP. And I'm just like, even though it's not gonna do a whole lot of damage, the fact that it always heals 30% is like amazing to me. Like, Elden Beast's not exactly dodging or anything. You don't do damage? Like, half your damage came from Dragon Breath style attack and he's immune to all status effects? That's probably the issue, yes. That's probably the issue. If you're playing a pure caster, I can't imagine that would be pleasant. Because he's like a Voidborn type enemy, so he's like resisting literally everything. Amongst other stuff. Do I have better armor for you? Not quite. Your dexterity is like at 0 bonus. Is this better? No, this is worse actually. Was this like masterwork or something? No, this was just flat out better. They have the same, they have similar icons. I didn't realize they were different things. That's why I got confused. Okay. I still need to get Azrael, like an actual, like, sword and shield combo. If I put this on, is this too heavy? Probably. Because this is the sword and shield. No, he's still technically in the lightweight encumbrance. Okay. So if I want a shield, this is like a little extra defense, less attack kind of dealio. Okay, cool. Good to know. Hello, Mr. Sawar. Ree! Everyone has the Goma Ree today, it seems. You guys came in after the most boring part, which is the inventory management, which is good. Very good. I think that's just about everything. Yeah. Because I'm not gonna be able to use, like, anything fancier than a hammer. Me go do things now. You have fun. It's just like, okay. Barbarian mode, engage. Me go do things. Me go do taxes. Sorry, I'm teasing. I'm teasing. But yeah, like I was saying, the company that makes this game also put out like a thing saying that they're working on a Warhammer 40k game, which is like surprising to me. Where I'm just like, really? Warhammer 40k? Like actually, alright? Like, they still have the same art style, which looks kind of weird, but it's fine. Okay, here comes another really not fun part, which is spell management and like make sure I've got everybody equipped with like proper spells and stuff. No, you guys don't need to like make your spells ahead of time. You kind of just have it. I need to use sleep more often. I definitely need to use sleep more often. Whenever I see a group of annoying people, I need to use sleep. Also these things that boost bombs. Definitely need to use those. Okay, let me just, like, clean out my fucking, like, class skill things. Can I do that from this menu? No, I can't. Of course not. That'd be too much to ask for. I have to actually be out in the field. I guess I should do also, like, talking to the people around the bar, because I didn't do that last time. I kind of just went out and didn't pick up any quests or anything to do. I kind of was just like, I want to go out and kill some things. And I did. I killed a lot of things. And that was fun. But now I actually need to, like, talk to people. There's Staunton Vane over here. Which was, like, the one dwarf dude that was, like, I had a history with the big demoness last time. The dwarf resembles an abandoned citadel, one whose high, crumbling walls are still holding fast, but whose empty, lightless windows makes it clear that all inside is dead.
Oh, it's you. Good work back there in the Grey Garrison. Name's Staunton Vine. You've heard the rumors about me.
His face, which looks like it has never known anything, is a carefree smile, grimaces.
Just so you know, everything people say about me, it's true.
I need to talk to an elf who calls himself the Storyteller. Do you know where to find him? What do people say about you? I've seen how the other soldiers treat you. Not super nice, no.
What about it?
The dwarf's tone makes it clear that he has no interest in your answer. It's inhumane. You don't deserve scorn. You deserve a noose. Guilty or not, they have no right to treat you this way. Both of these answers are lawful, by the way. Just saying. It was the most entertaining thing I've seen in a long time. I wouldn't have gone so easy on you. It's just like, guilty or not, they have no right to treat you that way.
Right does a traitor have?
Staunton shrugs indifferently. I need to talk to an elf who calls himself the Storyteller. Do you know where I can find him?
The Storyteller?
Staunton strokes his beard and thought,
A strange old fellow, that one. He used to sit with me for hours, asking about all sorts of things. He never offered judgment or comfort. He just listened. At first, I wanted him and his questions to go as far away from me as possible, but later I realized that talking to him did ease my burden a little. I hope he is alive and well. He's completely blind and feeble too, so if he's alone in the city, well, you probably know what that means. I do know one place he might be. Look for him in the Blackwing. It's a library. Here, I'll show you where it is on the map. I don't know what use the library is to a blind elf, but he loved the place. He would sit there day and night.
I have to go. Thank you.
Go on. Maybe we'll see each other again.
Okay. So I get to go see the library later. Let's see, anybody that I can talk to with, like, any, like, dialogue that I should care about. That was the priest I talked to last time, and his, like... I guess his, like, worker? Or something? You have, yeah. He sells, like, scrolls. Okay, alright. Who's that boy with you? It's an old man priest. This one, Kiado, my shepherd, my apprentice. He's a smart boy, and his faith is strong. He serves Erastil, though, but there is still something he can learn from an old servant of Abadar. He'll be a great cleric when he gets a little older. Okay. Yeah, he seems a little stressed, doesn't he? What scrolls are you selling? I probably should sell some of mine, too. I should put away some of my crap as well. Okay, do I have to sell anything? Let's see. Cold iron. You never know when you might need cold iron. Because sometimes stuff is weak to that. I might want to sell the falchion. I can't think of any character that I would make that would use a falchion. But I kind of like having one of every weapon. Because you never know. You never know when you might want one of every weapon. Kind of deal. Especially if I end up making new characters. Yeah, you know what? Let me just, like, keep one of everything. Except High Dharma, because I remember High Dharma being quite good. Because it allows for, like, it has, like, a nice balance of, like, max dexterity and armor class. Which is why I like it. Anything else to sell? Those are ingredients, those are usables. Now, in JRPGs, normally I'm like, yo, you should use all the consumables you have on hand. But, like, in a fucking, in a game like this, I actually do feel like saving up my items and stuff like that. So let me, like, put a bunch of this stuff away. Continue talking to the residents of the bar. Well, the residents of the bar, the people hiding here during the demon attack, basically. Yeah, let me put all these away. And same for you. That's probably where the bulk of my weight comes from. Yup, it's all the armor. It's all the armor taking up all that space. Okay. Alright, fair enough. These don't weigh anything? They weigh 0.2 and stuff like that. Okay, I see. That's fair. Alright. Yeah, that reminds me, I should take a look at my abilities. Right, I have these mutagens I can use since I respec this character. That's something I wanted to, like, take a look at, but I need to be outside to see all the other characters as well. So let's keep talking to folks. There's August Worm. You owe me 2,000 gold, nerd.
Here, take this! Yes, it's 2,000 gold coins. Take your payment and remember the August Worm always keeps his worth. You helped me get back to the surface, and I duly paid you for escorting me. Now, speaking of our future cooperation... August looks at you with unvarnished disapproval, his arms folded across his chest, his foot tapping impatiently. I have a job that would be perfect for you. Naturally, I'll pay generously for my services. What does this
job for someone... What do you mean by a job for someone like me?
For an adventurer ready to sell their soul for booze, then lie drunk in the gutter. Do you think you're somehow different? A traveling knight, perhaps, of noble of heart, without coin to your name?
And I'm just like, yeah, that sounds like... That sounds like Chanted, actually, the first one. The Drunken Master, Chan. Holger sizes you up critically, then sighs and shrugs.
You seems like a reliable enough ally to me. And you did get me out of those mongrel caves, so why should I care what you do with my money once you've got it?
Succeeded at a perception check. Holger seems like one of those people who thinks the whole world owes them something. However, you hear notes of hysteria beneath his smug appearance. It's as though he's quite nervous, but taking great pain to conceal it. Noble birth doesn't give you the right to behave badly. We'll ask you to refrain from such statement in the future. What does the job involve? I'm not like... Yeah, screw it. What's the job?
You shall be my bodyguard, see? You see, I have good reasons to return to my mansions here in Calabria. I still have... Well, it doesn't matter. It's none of your business. My mansion is a breathtaking building for large garden, wealthy part of the city, even before the demons attacked. Every thief and fraudster in the city have tried to get inside one way or another. I shudder to think what state it's in now. I have little hope that my guards were able to hold the mansion during an attack, and I expect the servants to have fled when they saw the demons. Only Arbiter knows what's happened since their sins. Therefore, I would ask that you meet me at my mansion and guard me while I complete my business. I already asked the local paladins for help, though they have no desire to set foot outside the tavern. Damned cowards and traitors, that's what they are.
Also, please do take Camilla with you. Oh. Yeah, about that. I got rid of all the pre-made characters, so that's not gonna happen. Unfortunately. Not this playthrough. I still need to get back to my own playthrough of this game. Part of me doesn't want to get burnt out on it, though. And there's so many other games that came out. There's the Risk of Rain DLC I gotta play. And there's, like, Crusader Kings DLC that came out recently. There's a lot. Plus, I need to, like, go back and finish, like... Now that I've just heard about the new Warhammer 40k game that came out, I kind of want to finish... That's going to come out. I kind of want to finish the one I had that I never finished, which is Mechanicus. Goddamn. Like I like every time it's always the same thing. It's like Darkest Dungeon. It's exactly like Darkest Dungeon. The gameplay is very similar, but it's like I get a good chunk into the game and I'm like, I'll finish it later, and then I never do, and then I restart whenever I get back to it. That's what happens every time. I can never, like, stick to finishing that playthrough. Same for Darkest Dungeon. Alright, deal.
Marvelous, most excellent.
Hulkus' face relaxes, smoothing a few tense lines.
I'll proceed to my mansion at once and wait for you there. Meanwhile, you needn't worry. I know the city like the back of my hand. But do worry unless you want me to lower your reward.
Okay. I hope that's not actually time-based, because that would be annoying. But considering I already got 2k out of him, that would be fair enough. Yo, let's talk to Anavia. How you doing? How's the leg? Anavia, in her muted colors, blend almost perfectly to the background. She appears relaxed, but her seemingly unfocused eyes are taking in everything around her. Tracking and filtering potential threats, the only tell is the way she drums her fingers on her hips. Near her weapon sheath, she shows no sign of her injuries and confidently leans on her previously broken leg. She pretends not to have just noticed you, even though she watched you approach from afar. Oh, hey, see, they patched me up. Now I can run, jump, and dance a jig if I feel like it. There are any suspicious places in the city I should pay attention to. A couple spots I wanted to check out, didn't have time. If there really is a den of cultists here, it would be a good place you could swoop in and bust some heads. You don't even need a search warrant. Good. First one is the Silk and Thread, a funny little tailor shop that doesn't take any orders and never buys any fabric, but they always seem oh so busy. They're busy with something in there, alright, and it's doing it. Second one is the alchemy shop, Topaz Solution. They trade in everything, not just healing potions. Judging by the ingredients they've been buying on the black market, there's something fishy about the alchemical rituals going on in that place. Okay, thank you. That's pretty much all I wanted. I'm hoping I'm not missing out on any more location. There's this person called Pink Eye here. What is that, a gnome? Up. Whoa, whoa. Okay, that person did not have a special name, but it still counted as like an actual talk. I was just like, who's this dwarf person talking about? An imposing young Reed is surrounded by a crowd of crusaders who are hanging on her every word. I hope this example clearly illuminates the difference between Giscard Legionnaire from the last war and the crusaders. The perfection of form and spirit they were imbued with during creation turned them into parts as of well-balanced war machine, not a ragtag bunch of individuals, but a united whole. Now, tell me again why I'm supposed to be impressed by your reckless assaults, where everyone is fighting for their ego and their right to beat their peers to a swift but pointless heroic sacrifice. Some of the Crusaders grumble unhappily, but it's clear that they are captivated by the woman's word. The only exception is the scraggly, disheveled halfling monk, whose puffy black eyes give him away as a brawler and a troublemaker. He enthusiastically pushes forward and tries to engage, but one of his friends swiftly jabs him in the back by the elbow, making the poor fellow pause to catch his breath. Looks like we got ourselves a student. Now, let's quietly listen to the discussion. One of the Crusaders angrily curls his fist tightly and retorts with a burst of passion. If those gists of your whatever had come for us, we'd have our guts for garters. You think we've never fought a mighty adversary before? We'd have their guts for garters, sorry. There's a lot going on between, like, glancing over our chat to make sure nobody has said anything new, and, like, trying to think of a voice and also pronouncing it and reading it at the same time. So if I miss a word or two, sorry about that. Hello, Goose, by the way. The soldier's stern facade cannot fully conceal his relish. He clearly plans to enjoy this confrontation. The crusader around him look upon exotic opponent with a mixture of irritation and piqued interest. Happy to be here? Oh boy. Why? Because I am not happy. I would not be happy to be in a side effect stream, just saying. The woman chuckles before cutting off her interlocutor. That's a very fancy word. But yeah, hopefully you're having a lovely day today. I want to only stick this to 3 hours. I want this to be a nice long thing. Maybe I should move this game to Friday. This seems like a Friday evening kind of deal. Maybe I should start later and on a Friday, actually. Like, if I start at 2 p.m. my time, and then, like, do it a little, like a 5-hour thing. It's like it's an evening thing. Well, that's not really evening. But then again, most of my fucking viewers are from Europe anyways. You talk with intonations and seem to care about what you play. I guess I do. That's, like, the most important part. It wouldn't be fun if I played, like, I definitely have a little less, intonation, I guess, when I was playing DS2 Invasion, because it's like, there's not much going on, really. Well, not quite like this, where it's like, there's a shit ton of stuff to read, and characters to discover. DS2 was always like, I would discover new things, kind of, when I would see a new, like, build, but most of the time it was often the same people that would invade. The fun came from the new, like, stuff going on in these two invasions. I still need to get to the Elden Ring PvP at some point. I still need to get into that. I would love to see you storm a 60-foot tall walking castle shaped like a gigantic elephant that carries siege fortification on its back. And I'll have you know, these fortifications were defended by the Giscard priest craftsmen armed with demon-bound war machines, she says. Giscard, what are the Giscard? Giscard Imperium was the first human kingdom to establish itself in the inner sea. It's like basically the in-universe version of the Roman Empire. Okay, it sounds like it. It's this unspoken, nearly forgotten language called the Giscard, whose alphabet was the basis for the alphabets of older language. At its height, it dominated all of the northwestern Garund and parts of the southwestern Avistan. Raids of desert nomads and attacks by powerful outsiders from minus 3,300 onward, in the lack of a strong eastern trade route led to the slow decline of Gistka. Assyrian, then a burgeoning kingdom under the control of powerful pharaoh of forgotten plagues, pushed westward and overthrew the already weakened Gistka, and its imperium was plunged into numerous succession wars, from which it was never able to recover its former political, military, and economic power because of this, blah, blah, blah. The important cultural, magical, and technological advances were largely lost and forgotten. So yeah, okay, cool. That's like... That sounds like a very interesting, like, universe, actually. I would love to see more things that are like... It's taking place, like fantasy Roman Empire. I want to see more of that, personally. Like, I feel like that's, the classical era is something that's largely underutilized in fantasy games. Because, like, everyone always goes for the medieval era. Sometimes for the late medieval era, but never the early medieval era. Which is a shame. They use the enemies you cannot defeat as mindless weapon. The woman gives the people around her a triumphant look, adjusts her clothes with pointed nonchalance. Her voice takes on the lecturer's tone. You should not argue with someone who happens to be the most authoritative researcher in the history of warfare 3,000 years before the foundation of Absalom. The woman looks at you and flashes an amused smile. The lecture is over. Do my esteemed listeners have any questions? I could just straight up attack her, jeez. I do appreciate. One day I will sit down and make an actual murder hobo playthrough in my time of this game. Because there's a lot of times where you can just go murder hobo if you want to. So who are you anyways? Indara, warrior, magus, scholar of classical warfare from Garund. I admit I'm mildly offended by the fact my name is entirely unfamiliar to you, but I'm willing to accept that it's due to Avistan's isolation from the sophisticated culture of the world at large. You've come a long way to be here. I'd like to think of myself as an inhabitant of Galarian, don't nearly identify with any country in particular. I guess that's a healthy mindset to have. Can we stab her now? Yeah, she's a little full of herself, isn't she? But I guess when you're literally a woman made of rock, probably, like, very old as well, because I'm pretty sure Oreid live, like, extremely long lives. Yeah, I guess. I guess you would be a little full of yourself if you were that smart, too. You're wrong to treat the Crusaders with such disdain. Allow me to explain. A debate! I'll be happy to prove that the current conflict can't hold a candle to the last war of Gistka. Very well, the last war of Gistka was waged using significantly greater number of troops. Both sides actively relied on reinforcements from allied planes, and strategic planning was perfected through no fewer than 7 rounds of intensive design. None of the above applies to this war of yours. I could use diplomacy or knowledge world. Okay. Compared to the Gistka, we are but stone club-wielding kobolds. And I will conclude my thesis with a few words of why a council of the Goon, an advisor to the Pharaoh of the Forgotten Plagues. I doubt you will comprehend the true genius of his statesman, but here it is nonetheless. Ah, gladly sees the ox. The ox pays no heed to the glad fly, but crimson fever takes them both. The events of the path are shrouded in legend. No. I don't have very good. Which was the highest, actually? Rizio with his diplomacy. Events of the past are shrouded in legend, but the fate of the world being decided here and now, that is what he failed to grasp. The principle of war always the same. Weapon causes, resources may change, but the foundation remains immutable. Let me try diplomacy. Succeeded diplomacy. The earnestness on the faces of those around you has taken away Indara's panache, encouraging her to backtrack and stumble over words. Of course, I'm not trying to diminish the importance of current events. What I'm trying to say is from the standpoint of history, particularly the history of warfare. She falls silent, fixedly staring at the unfriendly eyes of her audience. The true importance of these developments won't become obvious until later. Indara offers a pretentious dismissal. As a scholar, I cannot defy that there is a certain truth beneath your skeptical statements. History is a complex discipline, rooted in fact, and evidently base that grows ever more meager the farther the described period is from the present moment. Of course, if I were to argue in bad faith, the Crusaders embellished their tales of saying a single Brimorak by adding a dozen ballas, for example, I could win this debate. But I am above such things, and therefore I am forced to admit that your skepticism is not entirely without merit. I'm sure you would have been able to expound on your argument in a longer discussion. Indara nods with obvious relief. I'm glad we both understand this limitation. It's always a pleasure to face a worthy opponent, even if the debate takes place in a grimy tavern. Perhaps especially because of that. Indara unbuckles her sword at her belt and hands you the weapon. This is a worthy blade. It will be of use not only for the strong, but also for the wise. I got the Claw of Gistka. Hello, Chanted. How are you doing?
You must gather your party before you can venture forth.
And this is where I bid you farewell. Before the end of the day, was planning to observe how winged demons use pack tactics to drive their prey like herds of livestock. It is about time I go back to my research without my weapon, which is incredibly stupid. The hint of a smile graces Indara's lips when she sees disappointment in the eyes of the many crusaders around her. Stay safe. And she's gone. Literally teleports out. Okay. Can I talk to Pink Eye now? That's like the, No, I cannot talk to him. Okay. How are you doing, Chanted? The Claw of Gistka. That's a pretty good straight sword. Flaming? And finesse wielding. That would be great for, Xiad's character, Iwold. 5 to 10. No, he's like, I made him a rapier user, didn't I? Yeah, 2 to 11. That's technically worse. That's a fantastic... So I've never got that, actually. I guess because she doesn't have, like, a unique name out on the field, so I didn't notice her. 8 nights of night shifts in a row. Sounds like you need coffee. Delicious. Got my coffee, got a cappuccino, actually, specifically. Longsword of Detriment. I probably should give that to somebody else who's, like, going into melee more often. Hold on, if I take a look at this, it's like 5 to 12, 18, 8 to 17. 7 to 17. Okay, this has actually made its way to being as good as the glaive. That's amazing, actually, because I wanted Azrael to be a shield user. So there you go. Let me actually put that here. There you go. That's actually fantastic. That's perfect, actually. You're so late. You are so lazy lately that you make coffee, pour some oat milk into a cappuccinator, and throwing 1 spoon of instant coffee. It's fine. It's a perfectly understandable feeling. I don't have any. No, I put away all my crap. Who am I gonna give this glaive to then? I certainly cannot wield it. It's a martial weapon. Technically, Chan could. I gave him a javelin. I don't know if that's any good. Probably not. Okay, if I compare your bare fists to this glaive, this is a 1 to 9. This is a 1 to 4, but you attack twice. This is technically mathematically better. Technically. I guess. It feels weird to not be using fists as a monk, but like a monk with a like Chinese like Guandao actually does look pretty cool. Only +2 to hit? Yeah, that's the part I'm not super fond of. Because like you're a dex character, not a strength character. +5 to the naked torso, yes. You hit twice and you have like a +8 chance to hit because of dexterity. Now, if only we could find that one amulet that makes it so your damage is based on your dexterity too. But I really still want somebody to be using this thing. Let's see, 1 to 4. 1 to 4. It's the same. This is just better for accuracy. I don't know why I even have this on you, honestly. Soon you'll get the email towards the end of the chapter. Ugh. Soon-ish, you say. I basically did nothing. Plus, I'm on a side quest binge. I'm one of these nerds that does only all side quests. Can you guys... No, you cannot wield... God damn it. You cannot wield, martial weapons. That's unfortunate. The only other person I can think of is, like, is Selene. Sorry, Lelen. I need another melee character, that's for sure, because Marching Terror is fantastic. I could just give it to you, I guess. But then you're carrying a lot of fucking weapons. To get better damage, cast Enlarge on me? Yeah. That for the strength buff. I do have access to multiple people that can use Enlarge, I'm pretty sure. But mainly me, because, like, Alchemist basically gets that for free. If you're an alchemist without Enlarge, you're really an alchemist. You know, every alchemist needs a good Hulk next to them. Yeah, very common spell. Basically, everyone gets it. Clerics, wizards, druids. Also alchemist. Enlarged, enchanted, indeed. Yeah, I could use a new melee kind of guy. It's a shame summoners are not in this game. Summoners are like they get a pet character, except it's not a pet, it's not an animal. It's like a summon, and like that's what I would give. Like in Pathfinder Kingmaker, there was a mod that added it. I would get like one of those chaotic good like angels, and I would give them like a big glaive kind of dealio. That's what I would do, and then the summoner would hang back like a priest, basically. Okay. Anybody else I need to talk to? That's the guy that lets me create new characters and respec. There's Erebeth. What is our main objective? Pretty sure we've already had all these talks. Okay, cool. Never mind. I have to go. Nothing new to talk about for you. I've talked to Anavia, cannot go upstairs. Right, I forgot I still had the Lowry emote. It looks amazing. Alright, I guess I'll go inside the kitchen. I'm pretty sure there's somebody with a quest back here. Yeah. Hello. Jernot, it's good to see you. I look at you and I think, well, if we've got people like that on our side, there's still hope. Kenabres has suffered a terrible calamity, but it still goes on. What are you doing here? I only took my holy orders recently, so my god has only bestowed a little of his power on me yet. I'm sorry to say that the numbers of wounded fighter this tavern has is far beyond my power to heal, but there's a reason people say, have faith in the gods, but look to yourself first. I may not be able to help the wounded with magic, but I can at least cut up some bandages. Did I speak to Staunton? I did, and I got some locations. Are you from around here? No, I was just passing through Canabras. I was sailing down that old man of ours, the great Selene River. Oh. I guess it's a good thing we didn't name Selene's character Selene, because that would be awkward. To a village by the name of Chili Creek. I happened to land in the city on the eve of the festival. I'm ashamed to say, I decided to stay for the day to enjoy myself. Ended up staying in the city a lot longer than I bargained for. Where is Chili Creek? Small fishing village, not even marked on some maps, but people do live there. What they don't have is a priest. They have no one to heal their wounds, no one to offer prayers for a good catch, no one to give their dead a dignified burial, and the world wound is a stone throw away. So I'll be setting sail for Chili Creek to serve my god and my people. Aren't you a young and inexperienced cleric afraid to go to the border of the world wound? I won't lie, I'm afraid, but what can I do? Those villagers are simple people. Every day of their short lives is spent doing hard, honest work. That's exactly the kind of life I want. Something simple but meaningful. If I had centuries ahead of me, like elves do, I might have spared some 50 years or so to travel around the world, the old man says with a smile. Or maybe even 100, why not? But I don't have time to spare. I want to spend my short life in the place where I'm needed most, even if it's the most dangerous, especially if it's dangerous. I have to go. Okay, never mind. I thought maybe there was... Are you a half-elf or something? No, you're just a man, I think. I don't see any point to ears. Unless your hair is covering it. Nobody else to talk to, I don't think. Could have sworn there was somebody back here. Elves waste their lives. I could have sworn there was somebody back here for like... Wait, no. Ford Autumn Haze. There you go. A tall, fragile-looking elf sits in front of you, eyes closed, pale as a ghost, his arm wrapped around the blood-stained bandages. You spot other bandages on his body under his clothes, but even in such a miserable state, he manages to keep calm. Eyes raising to meet yours, he says faintly, I am Thorn, Autumn Haze, at your service. His pale lips reddened by blood, but you see no sign of pain or fear in his grey eyes. Speaking of elves, who are you? My name is... you just said that. Came here from Kyonin because I'm a hunter. And all minions of evil on my query. Yeah, hunters. The power of racism that D&D gets sometimes. I won't say more than that if you don't mind. We are strangers of different races and culture. I'd rather not tell you more than necessary. I wonder what the dialogue would be if you were an elf, actually. That sounds kind of interesting to me. Who wounded you? A sinner and accomplice to demon. The quarry I am hunting in this inhospitable place. Do you need help? After giving you a cold, intense look, he shakes his head. Do not trouble yourself on my behalf. A local healer has tended to me. Besides, I come from resilient, hardy people. My body will endure both the wounds and the poison delivered to them. I am Wolfram. You can trust me. I might be able to help you. For a brief pause, it would be impolite to refuse such a direct and friendly offer. Okay. Who is your quarry here in Mendev? I was hunting a fugitive, a discarnate by the name of Kaylesa. It pains me to admit there are heinous malefactors such as her among my noble kind. I managed to catch up to her in Canabras and wounded her. The demons appeared, and the city was engulfed in flames. I was injured in the battle and ensured that I couldn't free her soul from the services of her dark masters. Sorry for your misfortune. I hope things turn out differently next time. Okay, there is no need for pity. Our ancient kind is blessed with great longevity. Gain deeper understanding of our world than other races. Blah, blah, blah. Elves, we're full of ourselves. Blah, blah, blah. We're so much better than everyone else. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I already met her, I know. I think Kaylesa might be a drow. You see a shadow pass over Thorn's eyes for a single instant in his face, just as impassive as before. A drow? Unlikely. It's more plausible that her dark services left a brand on her that twisted the entire cursed drow race. Coincidence, I would think. I met Kaylesa. Thorn's melancholic expression remains calm, but his body tenses. Under what circumstances? I hope he sees the opportunity to kill her. Are you certain of your allegations? I am. Her misdeeds are terrible and proven with absolute certainty. Unfortunately, I let her go before meeting you. After giving you a saddened look, Thorn stares off in the distance. Your decision is regrettable. I'm afraid that in doing so, you've condemned her many future victims to death. I suppose it just means that bringing this hunt to a close falls upon my shoulder. I'd like to know more about you. I'm pretty sure I already... Yeah, just gonna make sure I'm not missing much of anything. Okay. Alright then. I guess this will continue at some other point, which I've never seen the conclusion of this, actually. Is there anybody in the basement to talk to beyond the party member that I will not recruit? No, there's just... Well, actually, there's a dude called Delvin. Nope. No one to talk to. Okay. Alright, I guess it's time for me to go back out and actually get back to the actual video game. Only 1 hour in. Oh, boy. You know what? If it's like 1 hour of talking and then 2 hours of, like, fighting, these streams could be pretty interesting. Like, actually... My god, I forgot about this hotbar on the left side. Alright, I guess I'll go back out. I do appreciate that your custom party members show up in the in the loading screens. That makes me happy, personally. Am I heavily... It says I'm heavily encumbered. Why is that? Oh, yeah, I guess I am heavily encumbered. That's true. Do I have the... Hold on. I forgot to grab the hide armor. Let me go back in real quick. Let me go back in and check if that's better. Your party members look like psychopaths. I mean... Yes. But that's okay. Maybe we'll go for like a little bit of psychopathical ending. Yeah, the only one that does not look like super evil is Leled, which is actually neutral evil. Which is, yeah, she's just pretending not to be. That's it. Yeah, let me just go grab. I think the hide armor might be better than the chainmail I was wearing. Because, like, this chainmail is, like, bizarrely heavy. Hello, Pacocox, by the way. You're having a lovely day today. Came for the background noise, I would hope. Because there's not much else going on here. Actually, the action is a lot of fun in this game, I think. I cannot wear hide armor. Fuck. Okay. Oh, okay. Alright, that sucks for me. Cold, sinister gaze. The thing that's kind of annoying me is, like, it says, like, oh, you've got all these, dexterity, like, debuffs and whatnot, which, like, it doesn't seem to be affecting me right now. Like, I'm still at the +4, right? Yeah, I still got the dexterity bonus, but +4. So it's like, I guess I don't really need to change this fact. Shenitid, would you happen to know, if I put Radiance away in the box, am I gonna get in trouble or anything like that? Like, I'm almost afraid to, like, take it out of my fucking inventory, not gonna lie. I should put away these stuff, though. Well, actually, no, they don't weigh anything. Do they? Yeah, hold on. Let me put all of these away, because they're not actually useful anyways. I'll keep that bag of holding. Hold on, if I put away the bag of holding... Yeah, I am actually overburdened after all. Okay, that explains it. Shouldn't that be sold? I feel like that should be sold. You'll need it for chapter 2 at the end. Okay, so I could put it away now. Noted. Just wanted to make sure of that. How does neutral evil characters work in this game? Does it affect anything story-wise? If the main character was, yes it would. It would affect, like, dialogue and whatnot. But me and my character, I think, is, like, pure neutral. Because I wanted to see, like, where do my actions, like, actually take me? And, like, it will, like, gradually shift over time. Over the dialogue that I pick. It's cold iron. Oh, right. Demons are weak to cold iron. I forgot about that. Yeah, I probably should be, like, thinking about that fact, shouldn't I? This is not... This is flaming. I expect a couple of demons are like that. Yeah. About, alignment. There is, like, a mechanical use for it. Let's say I'm fighting, like, a paladin. Do I have a paladin in my party? Yes, actually. There we go. Like, let's say I'm fighting a paladin. Paladins have something called Smite Evil, right? I could, the paladin could just point at an evil person and say, that person's gonna take extra damage today, basically. Kind of something like that. I'm like simplifying it. Yeah, that's like the stuff like that. There's some abilities that are like, oh, you gain more protection against evil characters, or you gain more protection against good characters. So if you know what you're gonna be fighting, you can intentionally give yourself like protection from this alignment. I might have like a spell that's like that, actually. Shield of Faith, no. Yeah, protection from alignment. Xeods has it. Iwold. Where it's like, I can just be like, all evil people will do less damage to this person now. Just because he feels like it. Just because spell says so. Maybe I could be... No, hold on. Joyeuse is, Radiance, not Joyeuse. Joyeuse is the French sword. I won't look so cuddly. Oh yeah, sure does. Sure does. Ziad's just wanted a character that had like the big beard. That's all he wanted, basically. I don't think he was particularly picky. So here we are. Like, he wanted to make a intelligence rogue, so I made him an intelligence rogue. Okay, let me get back out. I'm pretty sure I'm like... Behold! Beard! Yes. If I... The only reason I'm at 0 right now is because of the bag of holding. All of this stuff is taking up a lot of space. So let me continue emptying out my inventory for stuff I don't think I'll be needing. I'm not gonna need a fork, will I? I don't know why I didn't automatically sell. I'm just reading through this just to make sure it's not something important. These are marked as notable, so I'm kind of afraid to put them away. I know diamond dust is needed for some spells, same for jade. Scylla's older. I don't think this will come back into, like, importance later. I do not think so. Same for this. First aid kit, though, will. Yeah, okay. That's all the food we have. I could probably put some of this stuff away, but, like, I'll worry about that later, I think. Yeah, maybe I should give Azrael a different sword, rather than the flaming one. As badass as the flaming sword is, maybe the fact that it's cold iron might be, like, more worthwhile. You have the Longsword of Detriment, which is not fantastic. Rizio said he wanted to use daggers and whatnot, which is why I gave him one. This can only deal 1 damage, which is not great. What about this one? Oh, you cannot wield that because that's, right, that's a martial weapon. Oh, fucking hell. I didn't think short swords were a martial weapon, actually. I'm kind of surprised. I might need to actually respec Rizio. Because, like, it occurred to me that, like, I made Rizio a oracle, which is basically a cleric. You think you understand the downsides of dragon incantations, never give them to your Mimic Terror Ash? Why is that, Emerald Lord? Do they just stand there and get smacked in the face when they use it? Yeah, I made Rizio, like, a cleric. Like, specifically a fire cleric, to be fair, but, like, it's still a cleric. I gave him weapon finesse, but I cannot get him finesse training, can I? Actually, no, there's a mythic thing that I can do. That's right, I remember now. I might be able to do it with the mythic thing. Because when you fight a boss, you can't see shit due to the breath obscuring the boss. I can see that. Yeah, when everything's covered in brown mist, that would make it a little difficult. Are you still using Rot Breath, actually, against the boss? Because I thought he was, like, immune. Yeah, let me get back out. There's a couple places I could go explore, but mainly what's important is, like, finishing... Sheepdog! Look at the sheep. Sorry. It would be important to, clear out the map we started last time. We'll put a bridge down to go to the second half of it. Yeah, the market square. We could technically go past the market square. First form, he can be rotted. Right, he can, yeah. Those dragon bites and claws look kind of expensive with the int and faith. It's like, it's arcane in faith, Chan, but yes. What does everyone have so little strength in your party, except for the Chad Paladin? It's because I made an intelligence character, and like, for... I guess, like, I asked chat, like, what character they wanted, like, in my party. So they're based on, like, actual viewers. There's Giziad's character, Selen's character, Azrael of Avalon's character, Rizio SVP's character, and Chenitid's character. And it's like, yeah, no, yeah. I'm just like, yo, what kind of characters do you want to make? And then I just made them, and I'm like, oh fuck, we only have one tank. We have 2 tanks, but the second tank is a dexterity character. So yeah, that's not great. Not great. For now. I figured I'd like ask people that were like, that are here often, basically. Okay, I'm actually like, I got a random encounter. So that's not gonna be great.
This will be quick.
If making bed needed a roll, your party wouldn't succeed. That's one way to look at it. Okay, dredges. Is that it? It's only a single one dredge. Wow, okay, we don't even need to pull out any weapons, do we?
I'll split you in half.
Like literally. Wow, okay.
Do not hold back.
If you get a hammer the gap feed for me, that would vastly up the damage. It's like, every time you hit, it gives you it reduces enemy defense, right? Or does it increase your damage? It's something like that, if I recall correctly. Why did I equip Rizio for fucking... Yeah, never mind. Never mind. There we go. Let me... I cannot swap your weapon, right? Because that counts as your entire action.
Burn, slice, behead.
Also, Lelen comes with her own pet scorpion, which is pretty good. Use that firebolt. That did not work out as well as I wanted it to. Yeah, there we go. That pet scorpion is also technically kind of a tank. Not a great tank. It'll get better over time. Okay, yeah, the cold iron is indeed making it so they take full damage. Okay, that's cool. Stinking cloud. Ugh. Okay, alright, we no longer have to deal with this asshole. I was a little worried when I saw that stinking cloud. That stinking cloud on my first playthrough of this game absolutely fucking, like, deleted me in the beginning part. Let me wait until that runs out. That's like 10 seconds still. We should be fine, actually, as we walk away to our next area. There's a style strike that's supposed to stack all damage, but it's bugged and was bugged in Kingmaker. At that point, is it bugged, or did they just, like, misunderstand it and never decided to change it? At that point, you have to ask. It's definitely bug? Okay. I probably should, like, try to report some bugs myself to the company. Like I said, the company's still, like, working just fine. Like, the company used to be based in Russia, specifically, like, near the Siberian region, like, in the middle of nowhere, but they relocated to Cyprus, which is south of Turkey, if I recall correctly. And, yeah, they're doing quite fine. They announced they're working on a new game, actually, based on the Warhammer 40k pen and paper game. So it's like, oh, they're doing quite fine, actually. That's nice to hear, because they're cool people, I would think. Okay, let me actually take care of the hotbar for all of these characters. Like, remove some stuff that I'm not going to be using, put that there. The trip and the bull rush are available. I'm going to remind myself I can use this, actually. Like, the pets can use it too, which is weird. More CRPG, feed me more. I am not yet sated, as the beast clergyman would say.
Let us not hesitate.
Yeah, okay. Crane style, I don't need to have that there. It's kind of weird, but I really like having fighting defensively and demoralize just at the end here. It's a weird thing. I just like doing that. Also, Smite Evil always goes first.
So many thoughts, so little time.
There's all your spells, ability, again, same deal. demoralize and fight defensively, go here. Because you never know when you might need to have that extra 2 AC from fighting defensively. Not the most useful thing in the world, but it's still there. Okay, so fire first, right, because I wanted Rizia to be mainly a fire kind of guy. Let me remove this misspell because it has no reason to be there. You never know, you might need charge. I like having charge there on number 1 too. It's weird. Alright, so we got fire hands, we've got... I should be using these spells more often, come to think of it, shouldn't I? Something I could do, actually, with Rizio. I didn't think about that, but I could make Rizio a Mystic Touch. That sounds really weird, but like... Hello, Xeons, by the way. I could make Rizio, since he is a charisma-based character, I could make him half Oracle, half Sorcerer. And then there's like a prestige class called the Mystic Touch, which is like mixing a holy class with a arcane class together. That would be weird, but I could make it work. How are all the characters? No one fucking died, which is great. They almost died last time, but no one died. They were just on death's door, and that's why I have death's door enabled in settings. Yeah, I'm just cleaning up the hotbar. Gotta remind myself that demoralize is actually useful in these characters with high charisma.
I'll take care of it.
Shake a leg.
Okay, also saddle up should go back here. Charge goes here. We don't... I might need this misspell actually because she has Entangle, isn't she? Let's see. Bull is strength. Tiger is dexterity. That's right. Grant animal to the... Okay, this is just for giving it to yourself, which I thought was already there, but never mind. Okay. Bonus to stealth. I'm gonna remind myself I can use these for like skill checks. You found someone yesterday at Forest of the Fallen Giant. Got so hyped. you get so excited. It's just like, oh god, I get to do the PvP again. And then it's like, oh right, I need to like not be stupid when I play. Gotta remind yourself that. Okay, let me... There's Xian's character. I mean, this should always be active like 24/7. I don't know why it's not. It's annoying that it deactivates itself. If it's gonna deactivate itself, I'll make sure to like leave it on the hotbar then, in that case. Also, I should remove Accept Rage from the mages, because when raging, people cannot cast spells.
At first I said, no, I can't. Too dangerous. Well, then I insisted, but I should. I need that to survive. Then I argued, then agreed to do it. Oh, it's so hard to decide whether to have breakfast or not.
What was that? That was like one of the most interesting random lines I've heard yet, actually. Okay, random voice actor line. Okay. Yeah, let me make sure the mages are not accepting rage.
All this waiting.
Because they cannot cast spells while raging. I think I can, because I'm an alchemist, technically, which is not the same as an arcane caster class. I think I can, so I'll keep myself accepting rage. You start a new character, picking up red orbs from things betwixt before starting invading. It was 30 minutes of trying in hides. Make sure you back up your save, because you don't have infinite on console. Just a little reminder. Oh, wait, I gotta remind myself. You do have restoration now. Also, you should be using the Hallow because you're an Asma. There you go. I should be using that, like, constantly as well. That should also be on there, like, 24/7. I don't know why it's not. But yeah, we can use restoration to, when somebody's at, like, has a negative, like, level wound, basically, I can remove it because Paladin...
Quick! Else we miss all the fun.
Yeah, I'm just cleaning up my hotbars basically right now. You have no pen drive and PS Plus? Why not just use... Don't you have a USB drive? Everyone has like one of those laying around somewhere at home, right? It just feels weird to not. Actually, you know what? Let me put the beast focuses like back here. This is the boost to the beast, and this is the boost to the arrows. Then entangle, and then summon random beast. You don't. That's weird. Even I am sitting like, I've got one right here, actually. Fucking, yeah, there's a fucking USB stick right here. Like, this stuff is literally sitting everywhere in my home, personally. Yeah, I gotta remind myself that these exist. Let's see, this is bonus to stealth, this is bonus to land speed. Okay. The first time you hear it's normal to have one, I don't know. Maybe it's because, like, I've been playing video games since I was a kid, so, like, I'm sitting on tons of, like, miscellaneous electronics articles. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the weird one in that case. Okay.
Don't know? Don't care.
Make sure I remove, like, all of this crap from my hotbar. Then I'll just put it back down in the order that I want it in. Okay, this is a Constitution, Dexterity, and Strength. Dexterity is the one I'm most likely to use. So what have you missed story-wise? Absolutely nothing, actually. I made sure I didn't do any story last time. Basically, I just cleaned out this map here. Where I did, like, everything. I found, like, an elf lady. I'm pretty sure you were there when that happened. That was it. Then I went, like, I spent, like, 1 hour talking to people around the bar, picking up side quests and whatnot. And, like, locations to go to. It's not really side quests, it's just locations, really. Okay. I think I've cleaned out everything. Let's just go. Last time, I did place a plank back here. And I don't remember what's on the other side of this place, so that's gonna be fun. Make sure everyone's, like, caught up before we go over. People with short legs cannot catch up very easily.
Shadows, embrace me.
Athletics check to go over the rubble. Can we go back here instead? Okay. I did not see that. I'm glad I pressed tab, actually. Make sure people with bows and arrows fire off before we get in there.
Don't hold back! Burn! Slice! Behead!
I gave Chanted a javelin, which seemed fitting to me, personally. But maybe that's just weird. Okay, that thing is like insta-dead, which is great. Anything else gonna come to fight us? I don't see anyone, so I'll just, like, waste the first turn. Let them come to us kind of deal. If we can't see them, they're not within, like, attack range. Okay, there we go. Which means that we can just still fire off at it. It's like setting up a firing line. Are we, like, technically... We're shooting into combat. Fuck. Okay, they have more. Alright, time to pull out the melee weapons in that case. There's a lot of flies, okay. Okay, Chan, return to your melee. And start smacking these nerds. More flies, apparently. Jeez, okay. I was not expecting this many. Okay. I'm pretty sure insects have, like, very low, like, mental saves and whatnot, so I might be able to, like, inflict... Can I attack the centipede?
Strike!
Yeah, there we go. I might be able to inflict, yeah, the will save throw. They might be afraid now. No, they're immune to being frightened. That was the opposite of what I wanted in that case. Fuck me. Alright then. Pardon me, legit. It would have been better if I used the bomb on these three in that case. Never mind, that did, like, almost no damage. Fuck me. Jeez, okay. They keep firing off at these things. If we're lucky, I might be able to kill that thing before it gets a turn. Never mind, there's even more. Okay. I was not prepared for this many insects. Ugh. After a demon lord attacked the Crusader city, Side and Potty joined up with the city's last defenders, trying to retake control of the city. That's basically it. Yeah. Okay, do I have... No. All I have is cone-type attacks for Rizzio. And I can't put myself in a position that would make those cones good. So Rizzio's just gonna have to, like, keep firing off with that crossbow. And hope for the best.
Entrails, please?
God damn it, I did not realize I was in melee range of that thing. Let me move away in that case. So many insects. And they're all going for Xids. Of course they are. Of course they are. Okay, which one has, like, the no HP? You are. There we go. Enchanted automatically goes to attack the next thing within range. He can attack just fine. Because of Crane style, despite fighting defensively. Which makes him a pretty good tank because of that. Okay, I did not realize these things were, immune to being afraid. So, let me... Yeah, there we go. Did you just attack it, or... Did something attack you? No, never mind. Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. But I'll just have to take it. Let me just keep chucking bombs, actually. And make sure I don't hurt Chan with it this time. Yeah, there we go. These three are like enemies. There we go. This is like not fantastic because they're literally within melee range of us now. So you know what? I'm gonna have to make people start using like their piddly little daggers from their inventory. Can I? No, I cannot swap weapons back. Which one's the injured one? This is the injured one. I'm looking at the top of the screen. There we go. They need to roll a 20 to hit Chan. So Chan might not hit hard, but Chan good. You know what? Let me start using Divine Zap. They cannot dodge that, can they? I gotta remind myself, cantrips are not shit. I need to remind myself of that fact. Do you have cantrips? I did not... Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I did not fucking do, like, yours. You don't have Divine Zap, actually. Yeah. I still need to clean up Ziad's fucking, like, inventory... Like, spell hotbar. Yeah, Chan doesn't hit hard, but Chan's hard to be hit. Except for Azrael, now I've given him a shield.
You should have run!
Yeah, let me just, like, back away real quick. And start shooting at them.
I don't like you.
The nice thing about being in this starting chapter is that since there's no time limit, there's absolutely nothing wrong with me constantly going back to the defender's heart to heal. Cantrips will always be shit. No, I'm using, like, the mod that makes it more like D&D. 5th edition. What's the druid thingy? What the fuck? I mean, hi, Sidey. How's it going? Hello, Delta. Where's the druid thingy? The druid thing is on Sunday, Delta. And boy, is it... Boy, howdy. Is it in a weird place. Okay. The mystery of the druid. Yeah, this is what I'll do on Thursday. I'm doing, like, character builds based on, like, what chat wants. This is the game that you play when you don't have any friends to play D&D with. Or if you're like me, where it's like people offer you to play D&D and I'm like, I have crippling anxiety, I cannot talk to other human beings. Why do I keep... It's reflex, it's habits, I'm an idiot. I can use cantrips, I should be using cantrips. As a matter of fact, next time I'm on Rizzio, I need to remind myself to right-click that cantrip so he just does it for free. You know what? There we go. Okay. Alright. Rizzio.
Shall we move? We shall move.
I love how enthusiastic the dialogue is. Pretty brave of you to be streaming if you have anxiety. I know. Yes. Apparently... Huh. I did not realize that the fly are resistant to energy damage. Do you use these games solo is where the fun is at? Yeah, actually. unrealistic because of the pedantic about EQ, etc. management. The what? The what? What is EQ? Sorry. Also, yeah, I forgot to
No
fucking...
one stands in my way.
I forgot to do your hotbar. Your hotbar's, like, filled with crap. Hold on. By default, no, do not default to fireball. Gear equipment. Yeah, the equipment's kind of awkward, but it's fine. It's fine. Like, the reason why I made it so that, cantrips are not garbage is because I really don't like seeing mages walking around with fucking crossbows and shit, which I'm still doing that, but I'd like to get rid of that eventually. Yeah, let me swap these two. There we go. So if Xeod's having like a terrible time, I can just make him vanish if I want to. Okay. Alright, just making sure. Although you're doing quite good because of Arcane Strike. Like, you can just hit somebody and it does, like, magic damage, basically. Yeah, your weapons are treated as magic for the purpose of overcoming damage reduction. So you deal, like, really good damage, actually. On the demons and whatnot.
How much longer, I wonder?
Okay, I might want to actually heal you real quick. That's not a great potion. That's also not a great potion. That's... by God, why are these potions so shit? Okay. That will have to do. Let me also equip people with potions. Just, you know, just in case they need it. Maybe I should have bought some. Maybe. Who's gonna be in melee most often? That'd be you. I should probably equip people with, like, scrolls as well. Yeah, like Scroll of Cure Light Wound, which you can cast. Scroll of Bold Strength, which you can cast on yourself. Might be a good idea to make a save right here. I appreciate being told that, actually. I greatly appreciate being told these things. Because I don't recall the first chapter all that well. I played this game when it came out, and that was pretty much it. Kind of dealio, like that was it. I played it when it came out. Yeah, I might want to redo, Rizio at some point. Depending on how far away the Mythic Path thing is for the dex damage for his daggers. Yeah, I'm just trying to equip him with, stuff like fire and whatnot. Huh. Summon Fire Elemental. Did not realize you had access to that. Okay. Trying to see if there's anything else. Like, the fact this is technically has a red background, but it's kind of hard to tell, really. I have 20 scrolls of inflict wounds. That's a lot. Not particularly useful, though. Let me just give you a second one of these. I don't have a whole lot of scrolls of, like, Cure Light Wounds, do I? Not a whole lot. Protection from Law. If I'm fighting against, devils, not demons, devils. Devils and demons are different things. Devils are, like, lawful evil. Demons are, evil chaotic. They're technically different things. So if I'm fighting devils, this could come in handy. Let's see, what is this? Remove sickness. That's actually really useful to have just in the back pocket, but, like, not exactly in combat. Bone Shaker. You know what? Crazy Gnome using Fire Spell would also be very hype about using Bone Shaker, I imagine. Make sure I'm not, like, missing anyone with inventory slots that I could give them an item. Or, like, a scroll that they could be using in combat. Let me give you Unbreakable Heart. You can use Ice Bowl as well. Excuse me, Snowball. Snowball. And you can use that, I suppose. Because I'm not sure who else would be able to, so... Right, you can technically learn Scroll of... you can technically learn Shield and summon Monster. But I'm not sure if I, like, care too much about that. I'll worry about that, like... some other time, kind of dealio. I'll keep the scrolls, because you never know. Give you Magic Missile, because every good, like, rogue needs a Magic Missile. Every rogue mage needs a good Magic Missile. Still carrying Alchemist Fire. Part of me kind of wants to put it, like... no, actually, no, because I have a background that makes Alchemist Fire better for me. So you know what? I'll keep it. Yeah, let me make a save, since you mentioned it. In case shit goes bad...
Oh, shadows, embrace me.
because it just might. There is a lot of corpses around the place, and also people, like actual people. Not hostile people. Okay, let's stop sneaking. The mongrel's face is screwed up tightly, his bloodied fangs broken. My beloved brother, I admire your zeal, but would you not agree this is hardly the time to be standing guard over a hole that no one will ever emerge from? Or perhaps, surely, you're concerned that someone will decide to go for a nighttime stroll and accidentally fall into it. Such foresight is laudable, but do you really need so many soldiers for such a task? Can't your warriors be put to better use, for instance, fighting demons, clearing rubble, while people trapped beneath might still be alive? Why still colored? The demons still haven't entirely broken through the defense of Canabras. Okay. The face of this golden-curled Asima is beautiful, even by the standards of his kind, and in whose vein runs the blood of angels. His melodious voice sounds cheerful, but his bitter reproach simmers in his gaze. There's Holrun. Don't you dare call me brother, heretic! The sign of recent hard fighting are obvious in this stern old man. I remember him. He was the dude that I talked to when I was brought in at the start of the game. My character was injured. His armor dented and covered in blood. His unnatural pallor suggests something more dangerous than wound inflicted by claws and fang. Nevertheless, his gaze is stony. His voice, accustomed to barking order, harsh and clipped. What was the voice this guy had? He was already voice acted. He was like, "Ha! I am a heroic man!" Kind of macho dude. Kind of. Not macho, but like... Captain of the Guard! No, I'm not that old, no! There we go, that's what he sounded like. How dare you accuse me of doing nothing to protect the city? Especially now when followers of your temple were caught committing treason! To my mind, you're no different than the demon worshippers, those miscreants, those beasts that are digging under the city walls. Everyone knows, my dearest prelate, that in your zealous pursuit of order in the city, you have long since forgotten how to tell friend from foe and good from evil. That's what happened to my adepts, whose acts of treason was a genuine attempt to save the city, and yet again I am forced to repeat myself, while we are wasting time on pointless quarrels, people are dying under the rubble of our city. People whom we could have saved if you had only sent your soldiers to the task and not kept them here, surrounding a useless and utterly harmless hole in the ground. Harmless? Well, if it's on your say-so, then that must be that there is someone down there. Your associates, no doubt. And they're just waiting for us to abandon our post, and they slink out to try again to... The old man notices you're approaching. You! I remember you. You appeared at city the day the demons attacked and Durendalev died. What are you doing here? Answer at once, or I'll have you strung up by your ankles before you know it. Don't think that the demons have wounded me. I still have enough strength to take on 100 of your swords. Crusader fighting to liberate Canabras from the demons. You want to fight? Be my guest? Oh God, no. I'm not that hot-headed. I do remember him though. I don't like any of these answers. I guess the top one is like I said, I remember him. But maybe I can diffuse the situation by saying I don't remember him. Little manipulative, but okay. I find it passing strange that you don't already know who I am. I'm Ulwin Shapuk, prelate of Canabras, inquisitor by the grace of Iomede, defender of the city by her grace, Her Majesty Queen Galfrey, against threats from within and without. And as we can see, you've done such a sterling job protecting the city. The golden-curled Asimov flashes a flinty smile. I am Radmian of Edme, prior of the Temple of Desna. Desna's like a good goddess, so yeah. And in D&D, people are pretty face value most of the time. Which, alas, currently lies in ruin. Wise Huldrun here believes that it is vital to guard this hole in the ground from which he is certain demons will emerge. Desna's not exactly known for their wisdom, though, are they? I have been trying to convince him that the city has far more urgent matters to deal with, for instance, rescuing those currently dying under the rubble. I would be inclined to agree with that, actually. You know what? There may in fact be one matter that is more important than guarding this hole. I've put it off, and I've put it off. And, excuse me, I've put it off, and put it off. And look where it's led us. I should have had you hung from the gates back when you dared defend your gang of delinquents, demon collaborators. If the Sarkorians had changed Aurelu Voresh while they had the chance, there never would have been a war. I won't repeat their mistake. I won't hesitate any longer. Seize the scum! Sarkonis. The lords who killed Sarkonis was a savage land of fearlessly painted warriors, shamans, and druids, blah blah blah. However, the people were mostly confident that a potential mythic pathway can be laid here. Noted. Different than saw the appearance of the world wound. You might should feel ears. Okay. The Sarkorian, who initiated the opening of the world wound, later its expansion. Almost nothing is known about her life before the atrocity, except that Volesh was condemned for using arcane magic, which was persecuted in Sarkoris and imprisoned in the tower. This is where they conducted the ritual that paved the way for the demonic invasion left by her land. To be tormented by the demon lord Discari by some mysterious means, the witch transformed herself, changing from an ordinary human into a half-demon following the following century. Okay, I appreciate getting this backstory, because that's not stuff that was particularly talked about in Kingmaker. Okay, so I'm not that familiar with, like, everything. Plus, it's cool to learn as well, to learn this. It requires Angel Mythic Path. Behold, Inquisitor, I bear the gift of the angel who died in the caves below Canabras. You're doing what's right, Huldrun. There's no place for in the crusade for troublemakers. Don't lay a finger on him, or you'll answer to me. It would be probably better, unless chat wants me to pick any specific. Like, if I get like an overwhelming, like, chat being like, pick this answer, I'll usually pick what I want. I'm more inclined to like diffuse the situation as much as possible. Personally, what precisely are you accusing Ramian of, Inquisitor? This character, my character is like a big intelligence dwarf. He makes like gadgets and gizmos. That was my idea, kind of dealio. So it's like alchemist and throws bombs, uses crossbows. That was my idea. So it's like very. That seems more like what he would pick. What are you accusing Ramian of? Say nothing. The absence of an answer is an answer too sometimes. Treason! Not long before the city was attacked, several followers of his temples tried to secretly access the Wardstone and perform an unknown ritual over it. The Wardstone of Canabra is the gift of Iomade, the bringer of light, wrought by the hands of her herald. The first in the chain, and followers of that crazy rent of a goddess tried to meddle with it using the magic after hearing a voice in their dreams. My soldiers almost had them caught when Ramian got away, allowing the traitors to go to ground. I made a mistake. I didn't have him locked up in a cell, interrogated him within an inch of his life, and now the city lies in ruins. It's time to rectify that mistake. I've told you before, and I'll tell you again. My people foresaw the attack on the city. They knew the Wardstone already carried the seed of corruption within itself. They were trying to heal it. I've heard similar claims before now. Where was I? Ah, yes, Staunton from Staunton Vane, the traitor who brought down Dresden. The lessons of the past have taught us a great deal, and this is why I never believed you and your mob's lies, even for a second. And I was right. Let me try to. Meanwhile, you'd just be a mastermind rogue with next to no intelligence, but bluff your way to victory. High charisma is actually like a perfectly legitimate thing to do in this game, Emerald Lord. Yeah, let me try to defuse the situation here, being like, yo, take a look at this. Take a look at this cool shiny light I found in the caves. It's really shiny. The old man frowns and whispers something, prayer or a spell. With each word, his face relaxes. You're telling the truth. The light in your hand was wrought by the power of heaven. I will keep an open mind with regard to you, stranger, and later, under less fractious circumstances, I would ask that you tell me how you came to receive this gift. But that can wait. I must deal with this filth. No. It's just like no. Don't lay a finger on him. I think I'm more inclined, like, Hulrun seems more towards the lawful side of things rather than lawful good. So, yeah, meanwhile, that guy seems... I'm more inclined to believe the Desna priests here in this situation. Like, Desna is, like, chaotic good goddess. Like, yeah, I'm more inclined to believe that priests of Desna rather than paladins of Iomede in this situation. Stop, you're the defenders of what remains of Canabras. Can't you think of anything better to do than be at each other's throats in the ruins of the city? Ramian looks at the prelate. You're a fool, Hulrun! A zealot and a murderer, but you're a fool first and foremost. I told you the Warstone was weakened. You wouldn't listen. I warned you that the city was going to be attacked. You shooed me away. The truth is that my young adepts were trying to save the Wardstone, and you stopped them. Of course, those truly responsible for this tragedy are the demons, but you have done nothing to prevent it. And now you'd rather kill an innocent person and perish yourself than admit you're wrong, as always. If you let the priest die, I'll close the mythic path off. That's noted. I'm assuming it's... I do know about the mythic paths in this game. There's one that's like Desna related. And I know it gives you a pet dragon, which looks adorable, by the way. Yes. And he vanishes. He fled, the heretic! He's no doubt expecting me to rush off in pursuit, but that won't work on me. He turns his attention to you. What about you? If you truly have been marked out as for a gift from heaven, this is your chance to save the city. Go back and bring that filthy traitor. I'm almost certain that he and his cronies were helping the demons, either knowingly or unknowingly. Their attempts to bewitch the Wardstone is clear proof. Ramian must be captured. Were you so obsessed about finding enemies everywhere you look? Why? Why? You must not be from these parts, or you wouldn't have asked such a question. I look for enemies everywhere because our enemies are everywhere. Who are we at war with? Demons. Demons and cultists. They are masters of deception. They worm their ways into your favor and masquerade all manners of false guises. You think Dresden was taken by force? No! By trickery. Were it not for me, Canabras would have gone the same way long ago, captured out from under our noses. Now listen to what I have to tell you. This was a long time ago. I was very young and I had just joined the crusade. Back then, Canabras didn't have a garrison, so much as a public thoroughfare. Anyone who wanted could just stroll into the city. One day at dawn, a group of refugees came to the city gate. Bold as brass, the guards sent them in. And why not? For no one was ever turned away. 'Twas no matter. Everyone was welcome in our city. If you came from Mendev, you'd behold yourself from across the sea. The crusade accepted all and sundry, but on occasion, we paid dearly for laxity. Just as soon as those innocent lambs entered the city, they transformed into demons and rushed towards the Wardstone, slaughtering everyone who tried to stop them. 62 people died in less than a minute. The demons used their mutilated corpses to desecrate the obelisk. None of them dared go near it. The light of the goddess burned them all. So they drew the blood from afar, splattering the Wardstone from every direction, and the lead demon, an eyeless beast, Minago was her name, jeered and gloated, saying mortals had been sitting ducks. The creature was right, too. We let our guard down, and we got what we deserved. The bloodbath came to be known as the Red Morning Massacre. It was burned into the townsfolk's memory. Since then, Canabras has adopted different practices. Heretics, cultists, spies, all the rabbles that coveted the Ryu's glory. We drove them all out of the city. We haven't had any trouble ever since. Many have come here, even from the Balor. How do I pronounce that? Karamzadeh. And they have been sent straight back where they came from. Well, they were killed for their trouble. You see, the Skari himself had to crawl out of the abyss and come here. The goddess curse him in order to break through our defenses. And what did he do? He left again and was still fighting. And now, that is what vigilance and discipline can do. Oh, okay. Romyan really warned you about the attack? Those crazed Desnans were always bursting into my study with their incoherent prophecies that came to them in their dreams. I won't lie. Sometimes what they said did come to pass, but can we really rely on the woolly dreams of heretics over the cold hard facts of intelligence reports? Plenty of demons could have easily fooled them and whispered a treasonous plan into their dreams, and those lunatics would have been only too happy to listen. This time, Mr. Kills for Brains came to me and declared that the demons were about to attack the city, that the Wallstone's power was diminished by some kind of contamination or taint. Actually, that was accurate. We were there. Iomade, forgive me for even repeating these words. After utterly uttering such blasphemy, he should have been locked up along with his followers and interrogated. Instead, I simply increased the surveillance on them. And what next? My people called them red-handed, trying to attack the Wardstone with unknown magic. Not 3 days later, the demons attacked the city. There was an obvious connection between these events, whether deliberately or under demonic influence. The Desmondans played right into their hands of the Skari's holds and almost left the city completely defenseless. Romyan covered for his people the whole time and helped them escape. My gods! After that, what else can he be but a traitor and heretic? No, he was correct, actually. He was correct. Where can I find Romyan? How should I know? The weasel can't have gone far. He turned invisible, probably hunkered down in some hole like the treacherous little rat he is. He'll be sitting, trembling, and waiting until he's dragged out of there. I have to go. Go on, then, if you have to. It would be good if you could return with the head of that scum. Okay. If I talk to you again, do I have, like, different dialogue? Nope. I guess I could tell him about the hole. Where are you guarding it? Demons hiding underground. Trying to lure me away from there, aren't you? Perhaps you're a cultist too. Want to help your friends underground, do you? You won't fool me again. No, I'm staying right next to this hole. Okay. Yeah, I have to go. Fucking... Okay. Enjoy guarding the hole, nerds. Yeah, if I end up missing out on a mythic path, I think I'm actually totally okay with overall. If I do like a particular, if I make a particular decision that I regret, that's when I'll reload. If I feel like I regretted this, I see corpses. Let me go back into stealth and see if I can attack something. Yep, there you go. Okay, cool. Dretches, of course. Did you find the path today? What path? Oh, Pathfinder. Jeez, I was wondering what pun, what that sentence meant. Hello, Thirsty, by the way. Okay. Let me pull out ranged weapons for everybody, real quick.
Quick, else we miss all the fun. Let the attack commence.
I will see this through.
Everybody use your ranged weapon, get a nice little cheeky hit in before the fight starts.
Let's hear you cry.
Most people go with Angel, easiest, exceptionally powerful abilities. Of course they would make Angel the easiest. And I bet you the majority of those people also start as Asimovs, don't they? Boring fucking choice. Right there. Okay. Now, since Xeod's here is using Arcane Strike, his attacks are technically magic, so it'll do extra damage to these annoying little shites. Yep, just like that. Same for... Hold on, is that... That's just Masterwork, so no. You'd be better off attacking this nerd over here, who's, I think, you know what? I might as well check what species he is. He's just a human, okay. Well, a tiefling, but that's still a human. So let's just go for a regular attack on this nerd. You know what? I don't want to get too close, so I think I will completely just continue using the shitty crossbow. Of course, true diehard solo players like you go with Trickster and go and fuck with the very dice roll themselves, yeah. I could see that as being more entertaining, too. I like the dragon one, because of course I like the dragon one, but I also like the Desna one, because it gives you access to a pet dragon. I guess it really depends on what I'm feeling. Chariton seems like he could totally kick my ass, so I don't know if you might be able to shove him into a locker, just saying. Oh god, they have a fucking cleric. Of course they do. Hold on, let me just keep firing off at these nerds. Okay, that's one less to deal with. Cannot swap weapons, so I might as well get Azrael a little closer. The pet centipede can just stay there. Yeah, the cleric, of course, buffed every single one of them. Of course it did. Why are they getting closer? They're clerics. Okay, there we go. That makes more sense. Cause fear. Okay, Iwold is now afflicted with fear and running away, which is not helpful in the slightest. And I can't really do much of anything with that. Okay, I could technically cast Entangle over there. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna do that, just so these nerds can't get to us very quickly. You can just keep shooting at them like sitting ducks, basically. Since there's so many of them, apparently that caught Azrael. I did not realize he was still in the hole, in the circle. I like that penguin. I like that penguin first thing. Vizio is within range of zapping these fools now. When there's gonna be enough of them close, I'll start using, like, Burning Hands and Fire Belly. In the meantime, let me keep using the Divine Zap. Yeah, you know what? Chinted can keep chucking javelins at these nerds. In the meantime. And I'll keep chucking bombs and shooting them with my crossbows. I can't really fix Xeads being affected by fear right now. But these guys are not gonna get closer very fast. Let me move Azrael a little bit so he's not, like, considered inside the entangling anymore. Can I? Yeah, let me shoot at, I can't fucking see them. There we go. The tangles are, like, too distracting. I'm pretty sure the centipede is pretty much immune to being tripped. So he can just go in there, actually, and be just fine, I think. Might have some trouble, but otherwise should be fine. Okay, apparently he could not reach him and attack. That's unfortunate. I'm surprised Cause Fear failed, actually, because, like, I'm pretty sure animals should be... Actually... What was that? Oh, okay. Yeah, he channeled negative energy. I was wondering what that was. Okay, Xea's no longer afflicted by fear, so please come back to shoot at them because you actually deal good damage. Iwold. Should I call him Iwold or should I call him Xeads? That's the part that's like a little weirding out for me. Okay. I want that cleric dead. Specifically so they can't heal their friends, amongst other things. You can't dodge this. And that's you dead, just like that. I don't think I can reach anything else other than this thing. Unfortunately, it takes no damage. Let me swap to my fists. It should probably be able to reach us soon-ish. So Chen can, like, start dealing damage to him. Yeah, we deal no damage to this. I should stop trying to attack it and focus my efforts on the human enemies. Like that cleric back there that I did not notice until now because I'm an idiot. I was kind of hoping to poison the damn thing. Okay, I'm not fancying the chances of Okay, we might want to swap to that rapier and have Xeod's Eyewold.
Out of my way!
And of course, you roll a flat 1. Amazing. Okay, same deal for you. This is Cold Iron, right? No, this is just of detriment. It's not Cold Iron. So, you might be better off just letting people, like, take care of that, like, not helping with that and have the cleric taken care of. Only 1 damage, okay. This is Masterwork. This is not Cold Iron. Okay, that's annoying. Let me just move Rizio a little bit back and then start using them spells. Chinton might be able to punch that thing to death. No, it's still reduced. It's still incredibly reduced, which is fair enough. Let me keep helping with that cleric. Only 1 damage. That thing wearing fucking, like, heavy armor or something? Okay, they need to roll a 20 in order to hit that centipede, so he should be fine on his own. How tanky is that dude? I guess he can be wearing heavy armor, can't he? If I press... No, F1 does this. No. I was kind of hoping F1 would be, like, the inspect button, but it's not. Do you have, like, damage reduction or something? No, you don't. If I right-click this, okay, good. I was kind of hoping it would do this. No, it's not wearing heavy armor or anything. I just do shit damage, I guess. Let me see if we can keep poisoning these. Let me keep doing 5-step away with Midnight. The +1 gets the Cold Iron property, does it? Huh. I guess I didn't know that. Yeah, this one is at least Cold Iron, so plus on top the fact that it's magic. If you land, you'll definitely kill that damn thing. Plus you got Sneak Attack too. Okay, let's swap you back to your bow so you can get back to attacking these nerds now. Okay, which one? These have, like, taken barely any damage. Let me keep trying to kill that cleric. There you go. That's more like it. 6 damage.
Die! Die! Die!
3 damage. Swap back to your javelin. It might be better if I actually send them in there to attack, but whatever. You can approach slowly with those javelins, chucking them through the brambles. Whilst we take care of that cleric from outside. There you go. That's more like it. Same deal with Azrael. We'll start attacking soon. This one's non-melee combat, so you'll have an easier time hitting him. And you still missed. Amazing. Fine. Let's just swap weapons and just get in there. I'll have Lelen dismiss that spell next turn. +5 goes through anything except alignment reduction. Okay. Still not poison them. That glaive has such a long reach. Does that count as shooting into melee range? I don't think it should, logically, but it might. It might. Yeah, it's still shooting into combat, even though he's out of range of combat. Except if you're a monk using Shattering Fist. Well, the name says it, doesn't it? Okay, let's have you dismiss that bramble, shall we? So we can get in there and fuck him up. Yeah, keep using your bow, actually. Same for Rizio, just get in there. Should be easier now. There you go. There. Jeez, okay. Probably should not have swapped before that, but I guess we're here now. Let me actually move you behind him, if possible, please. There we go. That's about as close as I can get. My aim's not gonna be great, but I can still aim. Can I? No. The pet centipede is like just barely in the way. I cannot reach him. Might as well just sit myself here. Now we're really attacking it from every side. Still having a hard time hitting. Now, because we got rid of the bramble, he also has that easier time hitting. We need to roll a 20 to hit this asshole. Fucking hell. Okay, that's a little more like it. She has, like, a little better accuracy. And if you keep using Divine Zap, we don't even need to worry about accuracy.
Strike as one.
Go. Ball strength and enlarged person scrolls and potions will do great damage for the monk early game. Yeah. I know, but it's like, I don't want to waste them if I don't have to. If I can get by without,
Strike.
I'll try to get by without. That's usually like the way I do it. Like in JRPGs, I'm like, oh yeah, let's, oh, ow. In JRPGs, I'm usually like, oh yeah, let's absolutely use all the consumables in JRPGs. But like, in this, not so much. I wonder if I have better accuracy with spells. I feel like I do. Yeah, it's 11 instead of 20. So you're better off using that.
Let the attack come in.
And as always, Divine Zap just has infinite accuracy. So it's like basically cheap guaranteed damage.
I'll split you in half.
I still have to roll it fucking that
You
much.
son of run.
I should try to get the pet out of melee range now. Because he seems quite focused on him. So if he tries to follow, he'll take, like, an opportunity attack. Okay, there we go. Since he's focusing on Azrael now, I'll swap Azrael to a shield next to him. Still missing. Okay.
Die, die, die.
There you go. A critical hit, too. Alright, anybody needs healing? I guess the pet does, doesn't it? Okay. I should be keeping potions instead of using them for healing people. I should be using, like, Scroll of Cure Light Wounds and crap like that. Who's got Cure Light Wound equipped currently?
Let's shake a
I
leg.
thought maybe somebody did, but I guess not.
I stand ready.
Actually, I do, technically. I've got the, yeah, there we go. Let me use that to heal people. Everyone please get closer so it's easier to heal.
Never a dull moment.
That one is about to run out, which is unfortunate. I'll need to buy a new one. Once I figure out where I can buy wands. I don't think the guy that was selling scrolls had any. Okay. There's some rubble back here. Okay, there we go. The demon invasion transformed all of Canabras into one great battlefield, but nowhere in the city has suffered as much as this square. The place saw a clash of titans. The demon Lord Discari leading his horses from the abyss, and the dragon Terendelev, the mightiest destruction of the city's defenders, one of the first to fall. Sorry, getting up and stretching. A skilled scout could recreate the course of the battle moment by moment simply by looking at the ruins, from the chimneys torn down to the powerful wings and sharp dive, to the bloody tracks left behind when the demons dragged away the noble reptile's broken body. But it is no hypothetical scout gazing upon the ruins, it is Wolfram. He is not alone. The shadow of a strange, barely perceptible presence lingers over this place. Whoops. Like a gaze untethered from any observer, this mysterious force unknown to all mortal kind silently assesses, judges, seeks a better way. In an instant, Wolfram is vested with this power to look at the world in its eyes. The past, present, and future stand before him as a unified whole, an unmoving, multifaceted crystal that would be beautiful were it not for the fractures, blemishes, and flecks marring its splendor. Okay. I'm guessing that's for the... from the music. I think that's the Aeon mythic path, like, manifesting itself as, like, one of the options. What does the past look like? In the past exists only the one wielding is wielded. Sorry, let me get my breath back. In the past, the one who wielded this gaze in life, although the one and life are inappropriate terms for aeons. Supernatural embodiment and cosmic radiance, rather who or what. A better word for these entities is how. This aeon appeared from outside the world, the great beyond, to put an end to the intermingling of the planes and destroy the world wound, the chasm disrupting the order of the multiverse. Alas, the visitor from beyond proved too weak for the battle they came to fight. They even failed to finish casting the spell that would have sent Discari back to the abyss. With one swing of his scythe, the demon lord cut the aeon down. Okay. What does the present look like? Ruins, blood, corpses, none of this perturbs the aeon's dispassionate gaze. The livings are alive, the dead will be judged by Pharasma, as all it should be. But the demons circling the city or prowling through the streets create a jarring juxtaposition, like splashes of blood-red ink on restrained penciled sketch. They should not be here. The world of mortals is for mortals. The demon's place is in the demon's world. How sublime the world would be if everything knew its place. Okay. But even the demons aren't as abhorrent as sharp-edged, unassuming crystals languishing in the dirt among the bricks and smashed cobblestone. No mortal would notice it. But to the Eon's eyes, its mere existence is an outrage against universal laws. If the Eon still existed, they would not stop until the crystal was unmade. But the Aeon is gone, and only their gaze remains. Wolfram picks the crystal up, and out of the dirt stows it in his pocket. He is mortal, which means he has the power to decide what to do with it. Item received, purple stone knife. Okay. What does the future look like? Good and evil, chaos and order. Everything in its lawful place in the multiverse is no longer trespassing where it should not belong. Nothing is disrupting the smooth and steady current of the river's souls from life to death and back again. Reality, rid of its flaws, is now perfect, and the aeons withdraw eternally to admire its beauty, which will never be threatened again. So eventually, things will turn out alright. After allowing the hero to view the world through its eyes, the little that remained of the destroyed Aeon is killed. Is killed even appropriate here for an entity that is so removed from life of death as we understand? Used up its last vestige of energy. Now they are ready to disperse into nothingness unless someone decides to preserve the Aeon within themselves. Will the hero take on its power so that it may again look at the world through another's eyes, or will he allow it to vanish? Okay. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of wanted to pick the Aeon path for another playthrough of mine. I had a character set up for it. Like, I wanted to make, like, a lawful neutral monk kind of dealio for this. Won't commit you to anything. If you accept the power, just opens a mythic option. Okay. I guess, like, the first chapter just opens up everything. It doesn't make you commit to any of them. It adds a little bit of mystery to me, though, if I actually, like, don't pick it this time. You know what? I think I will... No, I want to see what happens if you don't grab it. Wolfram is not the kind of person who relies on any eyes but his own. The final trace of the Aeon's existence fades away, sending one last look of farewell at him, that piercing, unyielding gaze, full of understanding of something significant, even if it takes that understanding with it into oblivion. Okay. There wasn't a whole lot going on there, but that was still interesting for me to read. That'll have to wait for another playthrough for me. Okay, back. Where was I? Right! Back to the very mundane of my mortal soul, which is greed, loot, everything. Real quick. There we go. Back to my simple existence of, man, I sure hope I can sell this for a lot of money. So what was that knife that I picked up, apparently? Like that purple knife? It's an important item, I'm guessing? No, actually, it's not there. Ah, sorry, my fucking mouse. Aeon is an amazing playthrough with a lot of unique content. I imagine it would be, given what Aeons are. Where did that thing go? Huh, I have 2 half plates per... 1. Okay, I probably should give that to Azrael, which can wear the half plate, at least. There we go. It's locked in weapon slot 4. Oh, I did not see that. You're right. Okay, it's locked there. Purple stone knife. Huh. Okay. I actually cannot unequip it. Important. Story item. Noted. All saving throws against spell from the evocation school the wielder casts. Okay. Interesting. Now that makes me think, what if I made a playthrough of a character that was using double knives? Or like, at least wielded one knife in one hand, minimum. Finesse wielding, enhancement +1. I would have given it to Rizio if I could have, but I can't. Well, I guess you'll have to stick to that slot for now. Is there anybody else that can wear that half plate? I don't think so. If I put it on Chen, it'll be terrible, won't it? Yep, it's terrible. And no one else but Azrael can wear it. Great! I miss having access to heavy armor already. Alright. More loot. Bonuses don't add up. Yeah, I know. Game. Yeah, the bracers of armor and half plates. I know. Thank you, game, for the tutorial. However, for people who don't know. A dueling sword. Wasn't there somebody that could use dueling sword in my party? Was it Zids? No. I could have sworn somebody could. No, I'm stupid, I think. Hello, Chris the Canadian. What mods am I running? The major ones are like one that adds a bunch of new classes and contents to the game and gods to worship. But also like major gameplay changes that like stick out to me that I feel I need to mention is scaling cantrips, which makes it so that like cantrips scale with your level, because I find that something that really peeved me a lot in Kingmaker was mages walking around with crossbows annoys me. But also armor plus. This affects enemies as well, by the way. When somebody's wearing heavy armor, it gives them damage reduction too. Rolled Crawl seemed very interesting to me. But yeah, I'm also running armor plus, so this affects enemies as well. People get damage reduction if they're wearing heavy armor, which is something that kind of annoys me, like, about Pathfinder, is like, a rogue is about, like, let's say somebody's wearing heavy armor. If a rogue gets hit, well, they have, like, 20 AC, and they take full damage, I'm like, okay, makes sense, it's a rogue. But if some paladin wearing, like, the heaviest suit of armor ever, it gets hit, I'm like, I feel like it should at least reduce the damage a little bit. Yeah, that's like, the only thing I did. I made my builds I made the mercs based on what characters people in chat, like my regulars in chat, wanted to see. So this is Xiad's character, this is Selen's character, this is Azrael's character, Rizio's character, and Chanted's character. You gotta get some sleep? Well, take care of yourself, Chen. I'll be here talking to myself, at least for another 40 minutes. I like to keep these I should try to keep these 3 hours. I went for 6 hours last time because I spent 3 hours creating these characters, getting people's inputs like, does this character look good to you, basically. Also, I see, what is that? I thought, okay, okay, a midnight bolt, and it can shoot it to deal 50 points of damage that can't be ignored or reduced. Okay. When are we getting a Squidward Tortellini build? I have no idea what that is, Thirsty. Okay. Alright, done. That's... okay. That's just a thing I have in my inventory, apparently, now. Okay. Wow, alright. Interesting. Let me take a look at this. I've only played the first chapter of this when the game came out, but then I stopped because like there was a couple of game-breaking glitches in the base game which kind of annoyed me. Like Wenduag, one of the pre-made characters. Whenever I wanted to make a war priest build with her, with throwing axes, but every time I put her into a class that had like god selection, the game would crash. So I'm just like, I don't want to play anymore. How have you not seen the best gags of the early 2000s animation? If it's SpongeBob, that would be why. I was not that kind of kid. I read books when I was a kid. It's hard to believe this place recently held a bustling and festive market. But yeah. I know it's not the most entertaining game for a lot of people. But if people want some background noise, there's apparently a perception check around here. Oh, there you go. There you go. Somebody, midnight. The pet did it. I appreciate that the pets can run perception checks and stuff like that. Question, actually. Does anybody know if... I remember in Kingmaker, pets could not interact with, like, conversation skill checks at all. They could do athletics checks outside of combat. They could do trickery checks outside of combat, but they could not, like... They could not do them in conversation. You also read book as a child. I mean, I was reading like Harry Potter as a little kid. Red Wall, that kind of stuff. Guardians of Ga'Hoole. Goddamn, now I want to go read Guardians of Ga'Hoole. That was such a good book series. Might as well take all the food. I mean, no one else is gonna eat it. I don't recognize the. Oh right, it's because it's split in half. That's why I didn't recognize the place. Okay. Let me open up the map. It seems to extend both ways, doesn't it? There's apparently loot back there that I missed. Excuse me? Hold on. Aeon shenanigans aside, time for my mortal life to continue. Greed and loot awaits. What is this book? Story is told us by spirits, the knife with harrowed heart. There's apparently just a fucking griffin back here. Hello. Excuse me, a rock. A little late to start stealthing. What is there? They're a level 9 outsider. We're like, what is our level again? We're like, what, level 3? We're level 3. I don't fancy my chances, especially if it has friends. Who has the highest stealth in the party? 11. Normally it would be, like 14 or 17. Yeah, okay. Let me unequip your armor real quick. What is your stealth now? It's 14, okay.
Ready for adventure.
Don't suppose you could go loot that, could you? Let me save. Stop. Save. Not the best. Not the smartest thing to be doing. But, you know, I kind of want to. I would try that if I was level 6, not level 3. Can I not loot this? Okay, there we go. I have to look at it from this angle. Yeah, I'm not getting near that thing. Absolutely not. Okay, yeah. I was wondering why that part of the... Yeah, okay, alright. So what is this? That's Holrun, okay. That's an NPC. Can I go back here this way? No, you guys are ended up like going all the long way around, so no. Is there a settings option to increase the camera sensitivity? Screen scrolling speed, there we go. Let me fucking make that 80, please. I'm used to playing like Warcraft 3. That's not much faster. Oh, this is faster. Okay. That's yeah, okay, 1 second. Keyboard scrolling speed. I did not read that because I'm an idiot. There you go. Much better. Feels less like moving through molasses.
How much longer, I wonder?
A rift in the earth left by Discovery's massive scythe. You and your companions fell through there during the attack. I guess, yeah. Not the companions I have with me now, the companions I told to leave, because I want to make a playthrough without the pre-made characters. Considering all the party members you can get in this game are actually, like, in the intro sequence, it would be pretty interesting if you got a random party of 3 of them. Like, when you start the game. Like, randomized every time. That'd be fun. That would actually be fun. Then, of course, you can just reload if you don't like them, but, you know. But I guess having Sela and Camilla is probably, like, a very good pick. Judging by the size of the bloodstain, the body of something truly enormous was dragged over these stones. To end the live, most likely. So, let's not go in this direction. There's apparently an NPC called the Stranger. Okay, let me go see you. Actually, this is perfect. If we go up here, we can look down in this direction without actually going in this direction. But I'll do that last. I like to do the optional crap first and foremost. I did not see those rats. Well, it's a rat swarm. We'll be fine. Chen is still doing crane style and bare fists. He should be fine as he is. He's got the highest AC we've got. You know what? Let me chuck some bombs in there. I'm not gonna hit Chan with those bombs this time, not like last time. Cool. Okay, there's even more rats coming in, apparently. I probably should have waited to see if we got all of them. Never mind, they decided to run for us. That's not good. See, Iwold wielding a bow, I'm totally okay with it as a mage, because, like, that's the entire character as a rogue mage. I'm not okay with it for Rizio. That annoys me, seeing Rizio with a crossbow. You don't suppose the rest of the swarms are also immune to fear, do ya? Let me actually give you a shield, fuck it. Let me just get you in there. I'm assuming you've got better AC than, Hold on, let me check. What is your AC, Azriel? Your AC is 22, Chan's is 26, actually. Chan is still a better tank than Azrael is. Okay. This one's not in melee combat. We can shoot at it, maybe? Yeah. Rizio would actually be quite useful here, unfortunately. How are you finding Alchemist? You're thinking of giving that a go on your next try. It's actually my first time running Alchemist. I quite like the bombs. I really like the bombs. In Pathfinder Kingmaker, you encountered a lot of goblins that were alchemists, and they seriously kicked my ass. Which is why I wanted to try it sometime. And this is basically me experiencing it now. I feel like Alchemist is interesting, because it's an intelligence class, but you can wear heavy armor, medium armor. And you also get a lot of the abilities that can be like, you could build a melee character very easily out of Alchemist. And you could also build a ranged character very easily out of Alchemist. I decided to go for more dexterity than anything this time. I was made aware, something I did not know until now, is that your damage is still based on your strength, even though your accuracy is based on your dexterity. So I already fucked up my character. Yeah. Yeah. So that already did not start great. But I quite like the bombs. I like the bombs a lot. I have a mod that also adds a variant of wizard with bombs, which is like an alchemical bomber, and I'm considering respecing to that. But in the meantime, I think I'll keep using this. Okay, you know what? Let me give him fire belly, and then just like, can I use the 5 feet action still? No. Okay. Having a pet will at least mildly help. You know what? I don't want the pet to get in there, actually, so just demoralize them from a distance. You can get Cognata thingies, which lets you get crazy buff on your strength, I think. Yes. It's a cognitive, no, it's drugs. It's literally just you're buffing yourself with potions. So you can make some pretty, like, reliable melee builds with Alchemist from the looks of things to me.
Do not hold back.
Chanted's in crane style and fighting defensively, but still has quite a very high chance of hitting whenever I want him to. Well, I say that as you miss with a flat 1. Okay, now I'm in the middle of this stuff. Let me just hold control to not hit Chan with this bomb, please. Okay, I would like to walk away, but if I... Do I take an attack of opportunity from this? I guess I don't, actually. For some reason, I thought I did. Also, that crossbow is oversized as hell. Normally, I would complain about this bug, but it actually looks really fucking badass in the hands of an alchemist. Like, my idea was, like, making it like a genius inventor type character. And that looks really cool in his hand, actually. Yeah, swarms don't have... I guess they don't. The comically large crossbow. It's a glitch that's been there since release. I think it was in Kingmaker as well. It looks good, at least, on this character. When my characters go naked, that's when I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make a save and reload to fix that. But otherwise, I'm totally okay with this. Okay, you might actually be quite useful here with your rapier.
Let's hear you cry.
I will... Your voice is so ill-fitting for your wizard rogue person. He has like the orc voice. Xian said he liked the voice, so I'm keeping it. Which one has taken the most damage? This one has. I should focus on this one in that case. Get rid of them as quickly as possible. The Len gives more buffs to her pet the further away she is, so I should probably focus on getting away, shouldn't I? I think her animal... I should check what it is, actually, specifically. What is the buff you give? It was, like, increased AC, right? No, to get bonus to attack and damage when you're far away from your animal. Wait, no. That was not it. Was it? Or maybe it was like further this way. Self-reliance, right. When you're 10 feet or more away from the hunter, they get morale bonus to AC. Right, that was it. That was it. Yeah, you know what? Hold on. Let me place Rizio. Where is the ability? There you go, Fire Belly. I kind of wish this stayed on the hotbar. Okay, this is a cone, so I have to be careful not to hit anybody with it. Okay, we're gonna hit somebody with it. That's unfortunate. Maybe if I angle myself like here? It's gonna be kind of awkward. This might hit somebody either way. Okay, this might hit somebody no matter what. Yeah, that hits, that hit Azrael, but this is fine. This is fine. Also, I did not see Midnight was in there. I'm an idiot. Can you please kill that last rat? No? Okay. Chen can continue taking care of these things and take the 5 feet away. Actually, yeah. There we go. I don't think I need to keep using bombs anymore. Since there's only one left, should be fine, actually. I'm lurking, and some while ago you asked if you should call him Iwold or Xeods. Call him both, as it comes on your tongue. I guess. I'll just do what feels right in the moment. Or I'll just say both constantly, like I've been doing, like as a mistake. Because it's funnier that way. Something I would love to see, like, I quite love the way this engine looks. But, like, whenever somebody's doing, like, a big, like, level 10 or higher action, like, big moves, I kind of wish the camera would come down and go into, like, an over-the-shoulder kind of thing. Like, let's say somebody's chucking a fireball at a group of enemies. I would really like it if it gave you, like, the play-by-play, like, over-the-shoulder view of, like, chucking a fireball over there and, like, completely blasting them away. It's kind of like Civilization 6, where it's like, I feel like they've got a good engine going on. They got good gameplay going on. Like they do in XCOM, yes. Just like that, actually. I have not played XCOM, but I do recall seeing, like, gameplay where it looked like that. That might be where I got that idea. It is Unity, so maybe somebody will make a mod for that, but I've scoured through pretty much the entirety of the Nexus. There is none currently. But yeah, I'd quite like that, where it gives you, like, if you're making a particularly, like, crazy-looking action, like if you roll a flat 20, a nat 20, that would be cool. Where it gives you, like, a cool angle. Okay, Lelen with the oversized bow does look a little silly. Hello, Vida. How are you doing? Yeah, that looks a little silly. That's like, I kind of wish I could...
Burn. Slice. Behead.
I still cannot get over this delivery on the voice actors.
Burn! Slice! Behead!
I just realized I have both the same voice for Rizio and Selen's character. I should be using Divine Zap. It can't miss. I'm an idiot. Are you actually playing the game? Yes, I know. I know. It was like nothing. Oh, there's still one rat here. There we go. I kind of wish I could take my full move action because it only took one fist to kill that rat, but no, I only get the 5 feet. Move away. Use my standard action for shooting in there. They're not difficult, they're just annoying to fight, the rats are.
Out of my way!
Very angry Xeod's character. Very angry.
This will hurt!
There we go. That was just time consuming. I don't think I needed to waste my potions for that, but I guess we're here now. Let me go take a look at what's back here. Group of corpses. These people were not killed by demons. Their mortal wounds were inflicted by ordinary weapons. Okay, that's questionable. Given they're right next to the hole, I'm a little worried about Paladin McGee over there. Just saying. There is a free cam mod, that's true, yes. But then that means I have to manually move myself over the shoulder kind of deal. And then I have to fucking learn that thing. Yeah, actually, you know what? Let's go back there. Wait, what? Ah, hello, perception check. I should get closer to, like, random walls more often. Jade. I need that for casting spells, so I will take that. Yeah. Most of the gameplay alteration mod is, like, God selection is, like, the biggest deal that's added in the extra content, but it also adds new classes. Yeah. Like, as far as mods go, is mainly, like, God selection is, like, it adds so much more variety for making clerics. Because, like, the base game has, like, a selection of, I think, 8 or 10 gods. So it's like, what you see is what you get, basically, kind of dealio. But now, like, it includes, like, Tianxia gods, it includes Egyptian gods, it includes demons, it includes, like, angels, outer gods, so it's like, you got quite a lot of variety for making clerics now, instead of just, like, a selection of 10. Adds quick zoom, whatever it is. I might have to look into that. I need to play this more off-screen. Yeah, let me talk to, what's his face here, Holden? I found a bunch of corpses killed by ordinary weapons. Do you know anything about that? No, actually, I cannot talk to him about that. I'm kind of surprised. Okay. Yeah, if that was me playing through this adventure, like, with an actual DM, going back to accuse him of that, I think I might have been in trouble. So I'm glad the game does not give me an option. Speaking of trouble, there's, like, a giant, hippogriff-looking fucking thing back there. Yeah, kill Olrin, he's a dick, on a power trip. Yeah, I don't feel like I want to do that for this playthrough, but I might have to in another playthrough. I am genuinely considering it, however. I imagine that a demon attack in the literal end of the world would make people kind of go on a little crazy, so I'm not gonna hold it against them too much. Yeah, okay. All that's left is to go this way, where obviously the dragon's corpse was dragged, and going up these steps, so I think I'm gonna do that. More corpses, actually. That might be those ordinary weapons talked about. Let me sneak up there, actually. Yeah, Chanted doesn't do big damage, but Chanted, in chat, assured me I would get the amulet to make his monk, dexterity-based a little better soon-ish. Near the end of the first chapter, I believe he said. Worst case scenario, I can probably buy one. There's also dead demons here. Did they fight each other, or did they... Yeah, hello, random stranger. You're not, like, triggering a cutscene as I get close, which is surprising. The absence of an answer is an answer to... Okay, bye. Alright. Okay. He's kind of just walking away. Like, not teleporting away, just moving. Okay. You know what I should have done? It might have been interesting to, like... I guess there's not enough, like, actual chat interaction, though, for that. An idea of, like... I think Zids is the one that proposed it, is, Yeah, I appreciate that. Zids. Yeah, I think Zids was the one that proposed it, is, like, the idea of making a super generic main character, and then chat chooses what story decisions he make. And, like, I think that would make for a fantastic playthrough, but I don't think there's enough people that, like, actually pay attention. I think people just leave me on in the background most of the time. Because I never stop talking. I hear scrawny tiefling complaining. Yeah, that's the ping. Okay, there we go. Scrawny tiefling. Antsy tiefling. Energetic tiefling. There's a lot of tieflings. You guys are just beating the shit out of him? What the fuck? Watch it! Watch it! What are you goons doing? You'll bloody crush me! A young tiefling lies trapped beneath a collapsed section of tunnel. Another 2 tiefling trying in vain to free him from the rubble. I thought you were kicking him. Yeah, listen in the background. That's what I figured, yeah. Quit whining! Alarm! Someone's coming! Maybe he will help us. Wise up, would ya, before you get us killed? Let's make a run for it while we can. No! Don't leave me to die here! Lelen has athletics. I should remove Lelen's armor whenever I talk to people for stuff like this. Will you pay for my help, evil? Look, you look like you're up to something. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't help kill you with your stand. Who are you? Who? Us? Nobody. Simple citizens. We used to live here, but now... Yeah, we just lived our lives. Nobody didn't do any harm. Then kaboom, the place falls upon our ears. The thieflings are antsy. They're clearly hiding something. Perception check. Who succeeded that for us? It does not tell me. Okay. You do that in every stream because you have things to do? Yeah, that's the kind of viewership I would love to have. Like, I used to get, like, 40 viewers when I did DS2 streams, and usually it was not, like, difficult for me to keep chat. So if I could get that up, like, 20 people watching, 50 people leaving me in the background, and basically that's the life, that's the dream. I can get partner, I can get more money out of this. Yeah, that'd be fantastic for me, that way. Tell me who you are and what you're doing here. I'll get back to DS2 streams when they come back online. The servers are down currently. Alright, don't hurt us. People call thieflings. Yeah, thieflings instead of tiefling. We kinda skirt around the edges of the law. That's how we make our living. Say some tyrant bans books and show stuff he don't like. Yeah, fancy Kion and wine he don't drink. It's kinda... Is it wrong if we step in to fill that gap in the market? If there's a demand for it, someone's gotta sell it. Yeah. And then I'll get rated by fucking G9 with like 200 viewers sometimes. Finally killed the final boss. Good on you, Emerald Lord. And I see you went for the one ending that's like the waifu ending that everyone likes about Elden Ring. I had that one available. I wasn't super fond of it personally. I like how it's so different from all the other endings though, Emerald Lord. But just in case somebody wants to avoid spoilers, let's not talk too much about that. Don't go thinking we're gangsters or anything. Our only concern is making the lives of citizens easier. For a little coin, people in this city can't even breathe without breaking some stupid regulation or restriction. Take this tunnel that collapsed on top of our friend, for instance. That leads straight to the Grey Garrison. Thanks to it, any soldier whose throat's feeling a little dry, who's needing a little nighttime reading material, we can get all the things for him, and his heartless superiors refuse to. We're providing a little public service. Enough talking. Get these rocks off me. You sent me down here for a goddamn critter cognat, you idiots. Now get me out. Okay. A thief's place is in prisons or on the gallows. I'm taking you to Erebus. No, let's help him out. We might be able to make use of that. Lelen would be the one running. It's a difficulty of 16. Okay, if I click I have to go, can I come back? Yeah, let me come back. Okay, I can't come back. Okay, cool. I was just needing to make sure. If I remove... Oh, crap. No, actually. If I remove your armor, it does not make your reflect. You're already missing your armor. Fucking hell. Okay. Alright, okay. Let me help you with that. And hopefully that'll work. It took 1 hour to do that. Failed an athletics check. Clearing the rubble proves a bigger challenge than expected. By the time you're finally freed the trapped tiefling, you're ready to collapse from fatigue. Hey, I'm alive and only in one piece, give or take. Thank you, I'll remember your kindness for the rest of my life. The freed tiefling turns to his companion. And you two clowns, I don't want to hear a word out of you. Get into the tunnel now. One trip just to the Great Garrison and back. Don't be a coward, it's not gonna collapse. Or else we came all this way for nothing. That ended up well, didn't it? I hope you now you can help me and Commander Terabade to save Canopus. The militia needs people with various skills. Even ones as unusual as yours. You what? Are you blind or something? Know what people call us? A real who spawns. That's one of the nicer nicknames. Crusaders and tieflings don't mix. We'll be torched on sides. Whoa, Terabade? Airbuff Terabade from the Eagle Watch? Lads, we have to help her. She's one of the only big shots in this town that actually treats us with any decency. Should we risk her necks for the Crusaders? Because Airbuff risked her neck for ours. She saved me from that one creep, Ulrun, yanked me straight out of his torture chamber. Only a worthless Torag would refuse to help her out after saying that. Nah. I'm not listening to any more of this. The tieflings makes a show of covering his ears. You do what you want. I'm headed for the River Kingdoms. Go on, then. I'm going with the Crusaders. I'm going to round up others to help. The tiefling smirks. We've made some good money in the city. Be ashamed to surrender a meal ticket to the demons. Enough yammering. So long. Okay. These nerds are out. And some nerds are joining. Yeah, okay. I'll have, I guess I cannot go through that tunnel he was talking about. This is the edge of the map, actually. Can I see down there? Count Arendai's servant. Okay. That's interesting. That's the way towards where the dragon was dragged. Dragon lady. Tyrendelev, that's her name. I would love to see what people, like, what the party members actually have to comment on this. Like, that's the one thing that I kind of like about having only mercenaries, is like, no one judges me for my actions! but also, I do wonder what they say, so I'm missing out, so it gives me a reason to play again, which I like that. It makes for a very unique first playthrough, to be sure. I'm probably gonna have my own playthrough in my own personal time. Hello? Yeah, we can probably kill that. That's fine. Everyone pull out your ranged weapons. It's a little cheeky, but we get a free hit to start the fight with. Not a whole lot of damage, but you know, a hit is a hit. Can't complain too much. I mean, 4 damage, even with the reduction, is pretty good. I wish I could. Can Enchanted shoot and then swap? No, that was his entire action for the turn. Okay, Azrael can use that giant crossbow. Yeah, that's not a whole lot, is it? Okay. Can you get in range for casting this? No, right, because you have, that's right, they have, like, division on the first turn. Yeah, staggered. They're staggered for the first turn. So the best I can do is just fire. I'm surprised it's letting me fire at all during the first round. Or rather, letting Rizio fire during the first round because of that. Can you can charge an attack, actually. Let's do that. Midnight's gonna just get in there and, like, get a few shots in. That does let us see the rest of these nerds. Midnight's gonna have to walk out of there, being replaced by Azrael Enchanted. Damn, we're doing, like, no damage over here. Okay. Where are my bombs at? I really should have this on the hotbar. I don't know why I don't. It's still bomb. Okay. Can I get, like... Yeah, I can. Okay, cool. I don't want to get too close, but I can get all of these in one shot. Being a dwarf means I have short legs. Which is unfortunate. You know what? Instead of, like, Chenetid shooting in there, I'm just gonna get Chenetid, like, deep in there. That way everyone just, like, goes for him. That way Midnight can take a little less of that, of these attacks. These guys are kind of annoyingly tanky. I kind of want to... Actually, I might be able to put them to sleep, can't I? Actually, no, I should wait until, Oh, that's actually gonna hit our dudes. Did not realize sleep. This variant of sleep was, attacking multiple people. Okay, let's just go for Magic Missile in that case. Only 2. Still good. Still good. That's better than 1. Yeah, same deal for Azrael. Just swap to the... Actually, go for the Glaive. If we can inflict them with fear... I don't think these guys are immune to fear, right? Let's get that Glaive in there. Should be able to cast Axiomet Divine Zap on these nerds. Don't know why the camera keeps doing that. It can't miss. Can't complain. Okay, Midnight can do 1 attack. I should have tried tripping. I should use that more often. Then you can walk away. That way they focus on Chan. Yeah, the camera's having a little tweak out here. Don't know why. Let me keep firing off at this specific nerd. I might be able to do good damage. He's going for Sunder Armor on who? On somebody back there, apparently. Yeah, Chenetid's like the most defensive nerds I've got. Let me actually use the small potion this time and see if I can like get one particular angle that's not gonna hurt anyone on our team. Okay. Alright, cool. Look at a goose. Nice legs in that blob coffee. I keep forgetting I have Lowry as an emote now from Mystery of the Druids.
Attack!
Let me remove the nameplates. Okay, now what? You know what? Let me see that rapier. Let me see Iwold get some rapier shots in. There you go. Since he's using magic damage, he can't resist that one.
Don't hold back!
The sleep will have to wait. Okay, let's get Azrael a little closer to that one. Not the wisest thing of me to be doing, but you know what? This will have to do. What is this effect? Sunder Armor. Right, okay. Character's armor is currently disabled. I did not realize that. Okay. I don't think I can angle myself in such a way that's not gonna... Well, maybe, actually. Rizio, go for them. No, that's still gonna hurt somebody. Okay, that sucks. You're gonna have to tank a hit. No, never mind, actually. He could not do a attack of opportunity. That's surprising. Yeah, Midnight's gonna have to, like, sneak in. I guess that's what I'll use Midnight for, is just, like... Anybody that tries to get past us to attack our mages. Midnight can, like, dart, bob, and weave between everyone. Since we're only attacking once per turn anyways, I might as well get Lelen as far away from the combat as possible. Still sundering that armor. Okay, let me get a little... Well, do I? I don't know how good this is... Okay, what is the damage? 1 to 8? 2 to 5. But it's also... You know what? Let me try using that dagger. How much damage does this do? It's a chance of 12. I have to beat 12 to hit it. It's not great, but it's something. Chenetid can keep... He can take these on by himself. Yeah, Zied's is, Magic Strike is like putting in the work, giving them the business. Especially with that finesse wielding for that rapier as well.
You should have run!
I don't know what the camera's tweaking out for, but okay. Okay, where can I put Rizio where he might be able to cast his Burning Hands from? Not, well, yeah, you know what, fuck it, let me just do that. That's another one of the things that's added by the expanded content is, racial subtypes. So Rizio's a type of gnome that gets extra damage with his pyro spells, which is not great currently, but it's gonna get better over time. Let's see if I can trip one of them. If I can disable them and force them to take attack of opportunities, that'd be great. Nope, that failed. Also, Centipede does not have trip animations. It looks very weird whenever he goes for it. How much damage? Okay, that's fine. We keep focusing on that nerd. I think it's because we're like right on the edge of like an elevation change or something. What if I put myself here, maybe?
Hold on, just a little more.
Chanted's kind of taking a lot of hits. Do I still have that wand? No, I don't. It should be fine. Let me swap back to... actually, hold on. Do the 5 feet thing. And then get in there. Use the Light of Angel. And I'll swap back to my... Yeah, there you go. That should blind them a little bit. Or at least dazzle them. Swap back to my crossbow. I'm definitely not the angel kind of guy, but I'll take advantage of what attacks I have. Yeah, you know what? Part of me kind of wants to like smite one of them just get rid of them. They're evil, right? I probably should have checked before I did that. Yes, they are chaotic, evil outsiders. Figured as such with that stunning strike, because like he's actually in a bad way right now. There we go. So now he's stunned. Let's get Chen out of there a little bit. Time for some more fireballs. That missed. Of course it missed.
This will hurt.
11 damage despite being reduced. Okay. I'm kind of hoping Azrael can start taking the brunt of the tanking now, so let me swap him to that. Apparently Azrael just attacks people whenever he swaps his weapon, and I don't know why. I don't know why he does that. That does not look normal. Or if it is, I've plumb forgotten what causes that to happen. Okay, if I try Burning Hands, I can just angle myself like this. Okay. So let me just get Rizio a little closer. Okay, cool. They should hit both of them Burning Hands. Actually used... No, that did not hit the second one. That's annoying. I mean, I actually used Rizio for, like... The whole point of his character is, like, the gnome with the fire damage, but... Can't hit jack shit with that. I was kind of hoping to poison him with that. I should keep trying to trip people. That's another thing that's added by the expanded content, is... Animals are not boring characters anymore. Like, they can actually... I think he's gonna be stunned for his turn, yeah. He does not get an action. So I'll just leave him be. Yeah, animals are not just boring tanks anymore. They actually have abilities now. Like variants of animals.
Out of my way.
I could keep casting Light of the Angels, I just realized. Not like the wisest thing in the world, but, you know, I could if I wanted to.
Strike as one.
Yeah, the camera's tweaking out a lot. I don't know why. Can't do anything about that. I think it might be better just attacking with that rapier.
Run them through.
Yeah, there we go. And now we can just take care of this nerd.
Don't hold back.
Okay. Well, the camera stopped tweaking out. Jeez. Okay, I definitely should be using... Alright, everybody gather up. Let me start using some healing now. We don't have a whole lot in terms of actual healing, except for the potions. We have like Cure Light Wounds, and that's it. Okay, that's all we got. That did pretty okay, actually. That did pretty alright. I was expecting better. Also, I don't know if this is this in base game? The ability to use a potion of cure light wounds on somebody else? Because that's, goddamn, that's useful. Even if I just use it out of combat.
I'll take the bait.
You gotta remember, he also has Summon Fire Elemental as a scroll. Okay, nothing to loot here. Hold on, there's something I can interact with. What is this statue of? Despite all the city's trouble, the statue of Iomade towers proudly over the street. She does look pretty cool. She does look pretty cool. Can I go inside this building? No, I cannot. The doors are open, but apparently there's nothing of worth in there. Let me actually go back to snaking. That's the hole. That's a mobility check. We could go down if we wanted to. It feels kind of awkward to stop here, so I'm not going to. Okay. I do remember another mobility check like back here, but I forget where. I should go take a look at that person we saw down there, actually. Near where the dragon was dragged. That might be an encounter I don't want to deal with, but I'll still check. Let me check this again. Yep. Something truly enormous was dragged to her here, and I saw an NPC there. Like a servant. Hello. Count Arendai's servant. Thanks to God! I found someone who isn't fleeing in panic! Crusaders? Mercenaries? The comedy half-elf is so... The comely, not comedy, sorry. The comely half-elf is so frightened he can barely get the words out. I'm the servant of Count Arai Kael, Navy Sarandai. My lord's mansion is under attacks by demons. The master himself as all his guests are trapped inside. The house guards are nowhere to be found. I managed to escape through the servants' passage and look for help. Will you help me? The mansion is only a stone throw away on the next street over. He meets her eyes with pleading eyes. Succeeded at a world's check. You've heard of the Arendai family before. This wealthy and noble Mendevian dynasty was almost wiped by demons more than 10 years ago. The last surviving member of the family is one Count Darren. He has an infamous reputation. He's well known for being a rake and a rogue. Does not... What will I get if I help this count of yours? I'm sure the count will reward you handsomely for any rescue. Seems like the House Arendai gets a lot of trouble, doesn't it? You're telling me? Everyone tried to talk me out of taking up the position, saying that if I can't have just been bad luck that brought tragedy on the family, and almost killed off the line. But I reasoned that since the master was the only one to survive that calamity, that means he must be placed by fate or the powers of the gods. That pay was nothing to sniff at either. The servants cast his eyes around the streets. I should have listened to the people smarter than me, gone to work somewhere else, preferably far away from Canopolis. What happened exactly? I'll tell you what I can. I was working from dusk till dawn, and back to dusk again, serving guests at the Count's banquet. When the other servants came to relieve me of my post, I went to sleep. Next thing I know, I wake up and there's demons inside the mansion. I couldn't even reach the Count. The monsters had blocked the way. The Count's banquet was still going on. He and his guests were in the great hall, and as far as I could tell, the door to the room was sealed and the demons couldn't get in. I'm begging you, hurry! The mansion's doors are sturdily built, but the demons will have to work hard to get past them. You still have time to rescue the people inside. What do you want to bet that actually the Count was was a demon cultist? You know what? Sure. Where's your master's house? It's not far at all. You're better off entering from the next street over. I fought the passage. Through the passage I used to get out. Help! I'm begging you. I hate to think what the Count will do to me if I don't bring back help. Okay. No better time for a banquet. Okay. Let me take a look at the quests. Is this one time-centric? Let me actually take a look at all of these. No, I've done this one. No better time for a banquet. There is no time constraint I can actually do this whenever I want. Cool. Awesome. These are timed. Apparently. The last chapter to complete this quest. Okay, no, never mind. That's like... I don't have an actual in-game. That was one thing I hated about Kingmaker. I gotta admit, I did use cheats when I played Pathfinder Kingmaker. Because I did not like how the game was like, oh, you need to complete this quest before 90 days are up, kind of dealio. I did not like that. I preferred exploring at my leisure. I prefer that it's like chapter-based instead. I much prefer that. Yeah, and these are... Apparently, did not... I missed an objective for Day of the City. Okay. Alright, noted. So it's like, do these, this chapter, and that's it. I prefer that. So I don't have to rush to that guy's help. Yeah, they dragged the dragon towards this direction, which makes me feel like maybe he was a cultist himself, and the dragon is now, like, being revived by necromancers. That would be my assumption here. I don't recall doing this at all. I don't recall encountering that guy at all either, when I did play. Last time I got off the path, I saw a giant, like, thing with a wicked beak. I see some loot over here. Apparently cannot interact. Oh, never mind. It required a perception check. Booze. Bourbon, mead, and dwarven stout. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, am I missing any? Yeah, there is a loot thing back here, actually. Okay. There's stuff back there. If we can sneak in, that'd be preferable. No need to sneak constantly. I don't think there's anything back here. This would be an awkward place for a fight, to be sure. But we're actually gonna go inside this courtyard. Hello, True Monarch. How are you doing? You catch me near the tail end of the stream. I think I'll end in like 20 minutes. Once I'm done with this entire map, actually. You know what? That's a good place to end. Once I've done this entire map. This is better than coming in through the front gate, actually. I can go inside this building. Hear me, take heed! The hordes of the abyss march on Canabras. The war turns their target. They must not be allowed to capture it. The consequences will be disastrous. Okay. Random ghosts, apparently. Was not expecting that. Is this the Church of Desna? I wish I had some visual indicator of that, but it kind of looks like a rare real-world church instead. I'm surprised there's nothing in here. Hello. Perception check. Ramyan being invisible. Yo, how's it going, bruv? Your invisibility spell kind of sucks. The golden curled Asimal greets you with a graceful bow. So you found me. I have nowhere to run. I am at your mercy. Kill me if you wish. But I ask you, hear me out first. Oh, okay. Why are you and Holren feuding? Oh, I'm not feuding with him. I sincerely wish only the best for the man. In an ideal world, he'd be far away from the front line, enjoying a peaceful retirement. But even if that isn't possible, I've always tried to help him fulfill the mission he has taken upon himself, and to which he has proven fatally ill-suited, protecting the Canabras against the demons. Well, I guess you can't complain. I guess I can't argue with that. Unfortunately, he's convinced that the followers of Desna are heretics and saboteurs. He refused to listen to me. It was only the knightly orders that deterred him from including us in his witch hunt. But Desna is a good goddess, though. Why? What? Whatever. Like, she's literally chaotic good, which is, I guess, kind of a little bit at odds with lawful good paladin, but not that much. You're not that far removed from each other in terms of alignment. Now there is clearly no one left to stand in his way, finally free to get rid of us once and for all. Did you really know about the demon attacks before it happened? I did. We have a secret ally in the enemy's ranks. No one knows who this brave soul is, but she has been feeding us information about the demon's plans. These dispatches have come to us in the most reliable channels bestowed upon us by the great dreamer herself. They have come to us in dreams, spread Holrun messages from older... Prelate Holrun brushed off these as meaningless reverie. And well, I admit it isn't always easy to distinguish her ally's message from ordinary dreams, but even ordinary dreams are gifts from Desna, and only worthy of attention. and always worthy of attention. The prelate and all their crusade leaders, for that matter, should have put less store in reason and more in intuition, inspiration, and spontaneity. That I do not agree with, but okay. What's more, not long before the attack on the city, a blind elf who calls himself the Storyteller arrived in Canabras. This wanderer wasn't merely a collector of legends, but a scholar of renown. According to him, the Ward Stone in our city, the first and foremost important change the Ward Stone, yeah, I know Azrael again, weakened since long ago, was teetering on the brink of corruption. Sorry, that's my Discord. It seems that the Red Morning massacre and utter demon attacks, even at once we fended off, did not leave us unscathed. Unfortunately, that prelate did not wish to listen to the Storyteller either. We're lucky it wasn't burnt at the stake as a heretic. We had such vital information on our hands, information that could have saved the city, but no one cared to listen all the way to the catastrophic ends. Uh-huh. What was that about the rituals you performed in the Wardstone, though? Ramian looked slightly abashed. When my attempts to open Aldrin's eyes ended in failure, a few of my young adepts resolved to take the matters into their own hands. They did not consult me before doing so, but I have never demanded iron discipline from my priests. Yeah, being literally, like, worshipping the goddess of, like, freedom and whatnot. Kinda, yeah, I can see why. That would not have gone over well against worshippers of the goddess of fucking freedom. They did not consult me before doing so. Army commanders may have subordinates, but I have pupils and fellow worshippers. I can only inspire them. I cannot command them, and it seems they were inspired all on their own. They had no ill intent. They only wished access to the Wardstone in secret to try to cleanse it. Well, they did say, the demoness did say, that she planted a seed there. Whether she meant that, like, before them or by them, it remains in question, though. But to Ulrid, this became perform a suspect ritual hearing, even more suspect voices in her dreams. The children wanted to save their city, but the Inquisitor detained them and almost killed them. I had to intervene. I used my own authority and my power as a cleric to give them a chance to flee. If they hadn't gotten away, they were destined for a cell in the prelate's dungeon, and, well, quite likely, death. Yes. Not all dreams have benign origins. What if those dreams were sent by demons? In a different time and place, someone perhaps could have become the victim of false dreams sent by monsters, but here, in the war with the Abyss, the goddess is keeping a close eye on her most faithful followers. I have no doubts that if a demon tried to intrude upon the dreams of any of us, Desna's punishment would have been more swift. Are you sure about that? She is the goddess of dreams too, as well. Mother Moon, yeah, maybe. Is there any chance we can resolve your conflict? I don't know if Huldrun's faith is truly formidable. Not only his faith in Iomade, but his own infallibility. In other words, he's as hard as a rock troll, but even so, Desna teaches us never to lose hope. Talk to him. Try to explain we are fighting on the same side. If he attacks you, disarm him. Bind his hand. But I beg you, if at all possible, please do not kill him. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Let me go try that. Wait! 3 of my adepts are hiding somewhere in the ruins of the city. The ones the Inquisitor is wrongly accused of treason. I beg you, find them, protect them against the demons and vigilantes like Hulrun. We will not rest until they find them. If there was anything else you can do to save Canabras, please do it. Okay. Ilks. Stranger, wait! You spared Ramian despite what that mad Inquisitor told you. The young voice comes from nowhere. Hang on, I forgot to remove the spell. I hope Holrun's dogs aren't lurking nearby. A pale youth materializes before you. His face looks haggard from lack of sleep, but he is clearly pleased to see someone. Okay, so you're one of the Desnan attempts that attempted to break to the Wardstone? Yes, I am Ilks, a cleric of Desna, and one of the people who answered the call of the voice in dreams. Some unknown person made contact with us through our dreams, telling us about the demons' plans. We learned that the demons were planning to attack Canabras and do something to our Wardstone, which already carries the taint of corruption. Prelate Aldrin refused to heed our warnings. We had to make a choice. We could either throw up our hands and pull back, or take action, even though it could cost us our lives. What heartless person could stand in the face of such a deadly threat? Okay, so what, you went up against Holren? He could... How could a zealot like Holren become a respected defender of Canobras? I'm kind of sick of all this Crusader infighting, not gonna lie. It's not just infighting, it's a matter of life and death. It's about the path we are all on. The adept stops short. Okay. Whose voice have you guys been hearing in your dreams? Nobody who knows what it is, but everyone who has heard her, I should say, is convinced that she is a good and pure soul chosen by Desna. We had a choice, we could trust her, except that we have an ally somewhere who isn't afraid of all the armies of the Abyss, or we could drown our suspicions. Get one step closer to becoming like Hulrun, decided to trust the voice. And seeing Canobras devastated, which is what our unknown ally tried to prevent until the very end, I can see now who had the truth on their side. Okay. Where are your fellow worshippers? How many of them are there? Fortunately, or unfortunately, I don't know where they are. We split up and confused the Inquisitors who were chasing us. Okay. Do you need help? If I can... The more people are fighting the demons, regardless of how much they hate each other, the smarter that is. So, yeah, you know what? You guys need any help? This that teaches us to trust in last-ditch chances. That's... How does a god like that have worshippers? My friends are called Aranka and Fall. Fall the Wallflower. Aranka is an amazing singer and a truly beautiful girl. She has plenty of friends and fans. She's probably blended into a crowd somewhere. Wallflower is a mage, but I don't think he'll risk using magic. It will only bring in the Inquisitors down on him. He'll be harder to find. You'd better find Aranka first. She might know where Wallflower is. Please find them and protect them against the demons and the Inquisitors. I will await news in the goddess's temples. I hope our mysterious helpers will send us a message that will reveal us what is to come from the demons. So you're gonna go to sleep. Okay, I have to go. May Desna be with you, stranger. This feels like talking to a bunch of hippies, actually. It's like a religion of hippies. This feels weird. Yeah, I guess we could go inside the temple, couldn't we? Yeah, let me just, like... Is this the edge of the map? It's getting pretty close to the edge of the map. Sneak. Sneak. Okay. Let's make everybody swap to their ranged weapon, get back to the fighting.
So little time.
Okay. I see fighter. You fire off at this guy. The bow users will fire off at that guy. I think that's enough.
Always ready. Strike!
They're all hippies until they go mainstream and start subjugating other religions. I guess.
We shall move. May I see your entrails, please?
Okay, that should be good enough.
None shall escape!
We got no hit with that initial sneak attack. Okay, that's one hit. Let's keep firing off at that nerd. That counts as magic damage, right? Even with the bow? I think. It says piercing, so maybe not. If we can kill one, that's one less enemy to worry about. Trying to kill us.
Attack!
Nice shot. And I still cannot change weapons currently. Alright. I cannot, like, shoot from that far away, can I? No, I have to actually use a crossbow. I will remove that crossbow from Mizzou at some point. You're heading off to sleep? I'll take care of yourself, Delta. I'll be here. Okay, let's have... No, you know what? The Midnight can just stay here. Wasted turn. I should have used... Demoralize. Well, it's a little late now. Okay, swap to your... No, you cannot swap to your melee. Okay. Evoker? Oh, God. Ow. 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 Yeah, that hurts. Okay. Yeah, I'll be here. Take care of stuff. Okay. See how you feel. Hold on. Let's put them to sleep. Not a single one worked. That's unfortunate. Alright, well, we tried. Yeah, I want that mage dead. Because unlike us, he is not trying to keep his fucking spells for later for when they will be needed. He is not trying to save his spells. So we need this guy, like, dead now. Okay, Chentid swaps to his melee. And by that I mean his fists. Start smacking this nerd. Oh god, they have more mages back there, apparently. Fuck. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna have Rizio bless everybody a little bit. Because I feel like this might turn out to be a little more annoying than I expected. And have him walk away. The pet can start. I was really hoping to poison him, actually, but I missed. You know what? They are humans. Let's start using that glaive that Azrael's carrying. See if we can put a little fear in their hearts. Start walking towards that mage. Oh god, not again. Yeah, Rizio's down, but he's not dead. He's not that far into the negative for it to count as a death. I'm gonna keep firing off at this fucking nerd. I'm all out of potions myself.
Smear.
And I missed. Of course. Okay. If he's attacking Chan, that's good. Okay, what do I have on my belt? I might want to start buffing people. Or start using spells. You know what? I want that guy dead. How much damage does this do? Not a lot, actually. I was hoping for a little better. Oh well. Chen should still be able to kill this guy, right? Never mind, he only did like 2 damage. Oh god, there's a cultist. Okay. This cannot miss, so please kill him. Okay, thank god. Alright, now we can get back in there. Okay, can you trip one of these? I would like to trip the mage, actually, preferably. There's no animation for Centipede tripping, but it worked! Okay, cool. Can you 5 feet towards him? No, that's not far enough, unfortunately. That's still within range of, like, finishing off the other nerd, which is good. And that killed him. Awesome. Because he tried to get up. So that triggered an attack of opportunity. Awesome.
I don't like you.
I need to make use of that more often. Okay, that could have gone worse. I need to heal Xids. Something fierce.
All this waiting.
You know what? I never get into combat often enough for me to have that potion. So let me use it on Xids.
So many thoughts.
I'll take care of it.
Shall we move?
Same deal with you, actually. You're also never gonna get into combat. Yeah, that's still not great.
Let's move already.
That's... ugh. I need to buy new fucking potion... excuse me, Wand of Cure Light Wounds. Healing mid-combat is not, like, great in Pathfinder, but yeah. Hello, what is this? Oh, it's Scorching Ray. It's a spell they used on us. Remove paralysis, another glaive, a breastplate. Not a whole lot of anything. That ray is of appeal, however. And we are now fatigued. We definitely need to go back to the Defender's Heart after.
Follow me.
Let me get close to that wall. You never know when there might be something. Yeah, we're at the edge of the map proper now. It's raining now, great. If it's a storm, we will take damage every turn because of it. Wait, there's actual loot back here. Kind of surprised. Okay, there was also an ambush. Oh, fuck. Oh, 18 damage. Okay, let me... Time? Okay, this is why we save all our spells. All day. It's for this shit. It's stuff like this. Okay, let me start casting Shield of Faith on Azrael, please. He was not allowed to cast it. Fuck me. Okay. Can you trip this thing? Can it even be tripped? It's not immune. I just rolled badly. Okay. Actually, even if I were to fight, I would need to roll a fucking, like... I would need to roll 18 to try tripping that thing, so I'm gonna stop trying to roll that then. Can I cause fear on this thing? That'd be great. It did actually overcome the spell resistance, so it's afraid currently. Awesome. No, it's not. Never mind.
Mir, how could this happen?
Ow. Okay. Yeah, Azrael is down. Not dead. It's just a minus 10 HP. Okay, yeah, this is why we saved shite. Oh, fucking missed. Of course it did. Start using this for strength. Let me start. Okay, I don't really have a whole lot here to like solve this issue, so let me. I don't think just attacking it will be particularly good, so at least we can like put stuff back there for flanking. Summon Nature's Ally. Hopefully he'll start taking aggro. I doubt it, but maybe. Okay. I did not save my own stuff. Did I already cast Light of the Angels? I did. Okay, I did. Okay. Let me reduce myself in size so I get a dexterity bonus. So when I start firing at that nerd with my crossbow, it'll be a little bit better. Okay, what do I have for spell? Please cast... Well, it's a little late for... It's a little late for fucking Azrael, unfortunately. But cast Shield of Faith on Chented, please. Rizio, thank you. I'll need to figure out a way to heal Azrael. He's at minus 10. I might not be able to get it back up, unfortunately. What about... Let's see, Bolt Rush is pushing them back. If we're lucky, I might be able to poison that thing. Apparently Midnight took the damage from that. That thing must be, like... God, biting it must hurt you or something. Okay, that's not good. Do you have any other spells that we could use here? No. Just Vanish. That's all we got. Okay, Firebolt. Let me take a look at his resistances. Maybe it's weak to something. Expand. It is currently dazzled. It can see invisibility. That would have been terrible if that thing attacked those cultists that we were talking to earlier. Ugh. It resists acid, cold, and fire, which is not great, but not magic. It's immune to poison and electricity. Wow, okay. What level is it? It's level 7. No wonder I'm having so much fucking trouble. Okay, let's have to see it swapped his, like, rapier. He might do a little better on that front. Okay, that poor insect is getting... Yeah, that insect is dead. Okay, that's unfortunate. Let's keep attacking. Negative energy spell works well on demon. I didn't think about that, actually. Yeah, I completely forgot that they were not immune to negative. I got that confused with undeads. Undeads are getting healed by negative energy, but I guess not demons. Yeah, I guess that just never came to my mind. I'm just an idiot in that case. I don't have any scrolls of inflict wound, however. Chen is gonna have to like tank it all, so I might as well make him start using potions. It counts as a move action, so he could still attack. Currently afflicted with Shield of Faith, but they don't stack with Ring of Protection. That's fine. That's not gonna stack with Bracers, but I'll take what I can get. Mage Armor.
Do not hold back.
You didn't bag a bunch of scrolls in the Shield Maze. I did. I just don't have any of them equipped. I don't think I can put them on during combat. Pretty sure not. No, apparently I can. Okay. That's news to me. Wow. Okay. I did not know that. That's wow. Okay. Now I feel like an idiot. Takes a move action. It did not actually take my move action away. That's weird. It's weird. Okay, the best I can do then is give her Hurricane Bow in that case. And just hope she does good enough. I was not expecting to fight a fucking level 7 thing. Yeah, Azrael's still down. I was not expecting anything to come up at all. You know what? I'll take this turn to also use the mutagen for dexterity. So I should be doing like a pretty respectable amount of damage with that crossbow now, I think. Rizio's still back here, putting buffs on people. Are we blessed? We're not blessed. This is bonus to attack rolls. I forgot I was out of range from that. I'm an idiot. Let's have Rizio stand a little further back, actually. What does the blessing, like an AoE? It might be. Yes, it is. Okay, cool. Okay, let's see what Zia's can do here. That's 15 damage. Okay, that's pretty respectable. Okay, as long as he keeps focusing on Chan, we're good. Because Chan is literally the tank. Chan does not need to do good damage. Chan just needs to, like... Oh god, I need to stop. Okay, I'm not gonna have Chan attack anymore. I just realized even touching that thing is acid. Which is not good.
May I see your entrails?
That's still 0 damage. Ugh. Okay. Okay, I should be, like...
Out of my way!
No, that's still 0 damage. Okay. You know what? Let me just keep casting spells from a distance. You can't dodge this. That's guaranteed, like, damage, so I'm gonna take it. Okay. So its skin is acid, so Iwold is fine. Xids is fine. Chan is not. I cannot attack with Chan. Hold on, I do have... Yeah, I have this thing. I have the quarterstaff for Chan to use. It's not great. It's not as good as his fist, but it's something.
Let the attack commence.
That might is still attacking. It's trying hard. It's doing something.
I'll split you in half!
Yeah, still deal no damage. Maybe it could just come in and keep trying to dazzle it with the Light of Angels, actually. That might be the play here. Okay, alright. Xids and Rizio are gonna be doing the bulk of the damage. Oh, fuck. He actually fell down. Okay, new idea. Summon more nature's ally next to this nerd. More meat shields, basically. More mites as meat shields. Yeah, I'm gonna keep dazzling it, I think. Using the Light of Angels and keep buffing our party in the meantime. It's not great damage, but it is damage. Please kill it. Okay, it's getting closer at least. Still has 6 HP though. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Well, this is why I play with Death's Door. Okay. Alright. Because, yeah, I don't like people getting permadeathed at the start of the playthrough.
Die, die, die!
I was kind of hoping he was going to target the mite still. Is it dazzled? It is... Can I fucking... It is dazzled. Okay, so I'll just attack in the meantime. Okay, you know what? Let me have Rizia walk behind me, actually. Okay. Alright. Now would be a great time to go back to the Defender's Heart. Oh, fuck me. I was not prepared for this. Okay. A short spear. It's Cold Iron Short Spear. That'll be useful. Yes. Yes, it would be. Because Cold Iron does full damage to... Yeah. Yeah. That would be useful. Let me take off this crossbow from Rizio. Just screw it now. Rizio's just gonna be slinging spells from now on. That means he has to get a little uncomfortably close, but yeah. Everyone is fatigued. I don't trust myself going back to the Defender's Heart with this amount of HP. Especially not on Ewald. That's not good. That's not good at all. Yeah, I kind of wanted to clear out the entire map. There's loot that I missed. Well, it'll ask... I can come back. I can come back. Yeah, let's just, Do we have any potions left?
Don't need anyone stands in my way. Don't care.
My skills are absolute.
Yeah, that would be a great place to, like...
I crave for adventure.
Going back home.
It's time to act.
I stand ready.
Yeah, okay, Chan's good.
Else we miss
I
all the
am
fun.
never wrong.
Shake a leg.
No one has any more healing. I'm gonna go back and buy a fuck ton of potions. I think next time I stream this. Okay. Well, that sucked. That could have gone better. This is why I'm like, yes, levels make a pretty big difference in games like this. I think I prefer that over, like, JRPG systems. Like, JRPG systems are usually like, oh, if you're like 2 or 3 levels under something, there's basically no difference.
Let's strike from the shadows.
Yeah, that thing set up a trap with loot. It knew what it was doing. There's apparently a perception check here. Hello. This is why you look everywhere. A gold ring, a pearl. Yeah, okay. Now would be a good time to get back to the Defender's Heart. As long as we rest in a safe place, that will remove the Death Store. I quite like the Death Store mechanic, personally. I know some people are just like, oh, that's like the baby mode. But it's like, early game, I don't have any spells to revive people. So yes, I quite like having access to stuff like that. I could go inside the Temple of Desna. It should be safe in there, right? Let me just take a peek. Let me save and then take a peek. Right, are the clerics still in there? Or did they leave? No, the clerics are still in there. Okay, this is a safe place. Cool. Awesome. Great, great. How's it going? Mysterious helper. She said the same thing as before about the attack on Canabras. Okay. There's a book about Desna. I'll take stuff from the temple. Don't mind me. Yoinks. Any loot here? An altar to the goddess of luck, patron deity of travelers and dreamers. Okay. Not much else here. Okay. I guess we'll go back home, I think. Then I'll come back and I'll finish this. I like how slow this game is, actually. I like slow games. Yeah. I need to keep these around 3 hours. 3 hours and a half seems respectable, right? So I'll do that. I'll end stream here. Now I'll pick it back up back at the Defender's Heart next time. I think I'm in the mood to play this on my own time. Did the game crash? That was a very long loading screen. It kind of gave me anxiety. Yeah, I'll pick this back up at the Defender's Heart next week. Next Thursday. Thursday or for that. On Sunday, I play an adventure game called Mystery of the Druids. It's terrible. You don't want to watch it. There's also Tuesday, I do Yakuza Kiwami 2. And then on Wednesday, I'm gonna try out Elden Ring PvP. And yeah, I guess I'm just a variety streamer now. I guess. So yeah, let me save here. What is the name of the... Yeah, which part am I on? I'm like on part 5. Yeah, I'm on part 5. Let's see. Stream and 5. Not 6. 5. There we go. Save. Alright. Also, I just realized that my chat got this... Yeah. Yeah, my chat got this disconnected. And I'm just like, yeah, okay. Alright. It's back now. I was a little scared there. Okay. Let me find somebody to raid with like the 10 people watching. Legatus is doing Elden Ring, actually. Doing shield only. That sounds fun, actually. Let's raid Legatus Lex, who's doing /raid Legatus Lex, who's doing a shield-only run of Elden Ring. That'll be fun to watch. I need to use the restroom. So if it sounds like I'm trying to end this as quickly as possible, that's because I need to use the restroom. You folks have a lovely day. I'll be back on Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You folks take good care of yourselves. I'll be around.